Say that, say that. Welcome to Florida Flow, my bro. You in Florida, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back.
Yes, sir.
Man, my bad. I'm over here with my daughter and I'm babysitting. My apologies. What's the word though?
Nah, no problem. We love the kids around here,
Good
man.
deal.
What's hood with you? How you?
I'm good, man. Trying to get it, man.
Well, you gotta stay on mute. Hey, we got some people with us right now, you know what I'm saying, on screen with you. Some kind of who's who in Florida battle rap, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's going on
Uh
with you, Lord?
One of them right there, GOTYME TV. He one of the bloggers, up and coming bloggers in the state. You know what I'm saying? He actually a co-host of the show. Um, Another a battler right there named Lil Rudy out of Duval. Actually came off with a great performance. And we got the Queen Pen of Florida right there. I don't know how much you know about Florida battle rap. We're gonna get into that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make sure we get you on that before you get up out of here.
Nah,
And we got my brother Jay King.
I know exactly what that is, man. What's the word though? How y'all living in Florida? Hot as hell,
It's raining right now.
Definitely hot.
huh? I
Yeah,
can't.
it's crazy right now.
I kind of want to live in Florida, but it's humid as hell, man. I don't know if I can do it.
Yeah, man, yeah.
I know when the first time I saw you, you was just moving to Atlanta. That was when that's when we got you down here for the first time and shit. You was just moving to Atlanta.
Yeah, that was what 2018. So
Yeah, that was when Don came up there to battle Gunpowder Pat at the PGs and shit. That was my first time going to one of y'all shits.
yeah, that's history, man. I was supposed
Real. So I'm gonna get into it like this, bro. Where you from, homie?
talking to me.
Yeah.
Brooklyn, New York.
Mm.
Okay, okay. So what you was doing in battle rap? I mean, say what you was doing before battle rap.
Um, honestly, man, I was doing the music thing, managing, trying to figure it out. Like a lot of people, whenever they get involved in like hip hop or whatever, you really don't know where you're gonna end up. It's really about the journey and see where you fit in. And honestly, man, I was just managing, doing music, doing video appearances, acting, doing all types of crazy shit, man. And it just all like it all lined up into eventually doing battle rap, which is kind of crazy. But I never really expected um to do that, but it just one, what I mean, like when you're going through the chapters in your book, things change out of nowhere sometimes, and that's how it happens to me. So I wasn't even a real big battle rap fan, to be honest with
So you say you was managing some people, some music and everything. Anybody notable?
you. I was managing Math Hoffa. Um, that was kind of my intro to battle rap because Math was the first battle I actually ever managed, and it was because of his music. And I always felt like Math had this star power about him. Um, in terms of music, he knows how to speak. Um, and yeah, they was just running around like, back then, you running around, you trying to hit the DVD games and the mixtape games, and you trying to put out shit, and that's all as the game is evolving. I
Mm.
remember we out there with mixtape, and Cats is out there with zip drives giving them out. I'm like, damn, what's this? So like the game just kind of evolved drastically. You know what I'm saying? Like, from when you first start doing music, like let's say early 2000s, now it's way cheaper to be an artist. Like, you
Mm.
don't got to spend as much money. Like, you got a decent mic, a decent, mix in your crib. You ain't even got to press nothing up. Everything is a touch of a button away. So, I mean, like, the game has definitely evolved to different levels. And the people that understood that are the ones that actually are successful today. Like, you know, uh, if you look at that, I mean, look at Russ and guys like that, guys that really understood the digital aspect of the game. And those are the guys that you know were were ahead of the curve. And even with the battle stuff, like being ahead of the curve is what gets you where you're at. So the game has just completely changed, man. Like and it's gonna continue to evolve. Even like shows and stuff like that, everything's on your phone. Before, I used to be a big radio person. I used to listen to radio all the time, and now it's on your phone. Like you can go to
Facts.
Spotify or you can go here. Like everything is literally handheld, which is kind of crazy. And the thing I'll say, if anybody's trying to do anything in regards to hip hop or mainstream radio or anything, learn the technology first, because that's what's gonna help you take it to a whole nother level. But the game is different, man. It's a beautiful thing, to be honest with you.
I
Hey, I
got
got a
one more
question.
question. I got one more question before I let y'all, you know what I'm saying, rock out with
Yeah, boy,
bro.
because I got some.
Again, welcome to Florida Flow, everybody. You know what I'm saying? We in here with Street Star Norbes. Y'all see the panel, you know what I'm saying? The who's who in Florida battle rap, with some of the who's who in Florida battle rap. Everybody from the Florida movement, from the spaces, y'all welcome. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for kicking in the door. Like I said, we got Street Star Norbes in the building. I'm gonna ask you this before, you know what I'm saying, everybody else ask you. When did the smack situation happen? And kind of how? And I'm talking
Um,
about like how you ran into bruh and then like
I ran
how did it
I ran into him just doing the whole hustling and stuff, just doing videos. I had a friend of mine named Zaire who basically introduced me to him at a Mano video shoot, and from there we established a relationship. We started going from there, and like bro, like I done met so many people along the way, bro. Like I mean, from I was doing interviews at one time. I was interviewing guys like Nipsey Hussle, French Montana, the Track Masters. Like I was really out there doing it. Like, and this was right in the beginning of when YouTube started taking off. So
facts?
like man, just looking back on it, but it's crazy. But yeah, that's how I ran into him at a video shoot. It was Mano was there, Shay Davis, Jay Mills. There was a bunch of people. I met BG that day. I met a lot of people. I established good relationships. You know what I mean? Shout out to Mano. Uh,
Facts.
but that's pretty much where I met him. And I approached him because like it was kind of weird because it was kind of at the tail end of the DVD era. Like the DVD era was kind of from like I said like from 2000 to like 2007 strong maybe.
Mm,
And then the internet, YouTube took over, World Star, and a lot of those individuals that did the DVD era kind of got stuck in the era. You know what I'm saying? So you had guys like Sub Zero, Sub Zero was actually like the number one DVD at that time.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? That's when they started doing the battle shit. But yeah, man, like it was just basically being on the ground. Like I always looked at it like if this person's there, I'm gonna be there. And I'm always been a networking individual, and I just get out there. Like I've never been scared to get out there and get my hands dirty. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
did that, man. Yeah.
Rudy, go ahead, big bro.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you, Norris. Appreciate y'all coming through on the show, man. Florida Flow.
Yeah.
You mentioned something about technology. You know what I'm saying? You tell people, master the technology first. So I know you familiar with the term app babies and things like that. So, as far as views and technology and battle rap, what advice you have for battle rappers dealing with the difference in YouTube views, app views, trying to get on the app? Is that something that's important? However you want
Um,
to chime in on it.
Real, you gotta scale down on your what are your aspirations, right? So to me, and this is me being honest, would I rather be on the app or YouTube? I'd rather be on YouTube because YouTube is like you're talking about millions and millions of people strong. You know what I'm saying? With the app, a lot of those dudes that's been on the app ain't really been popping. You know what I'm saying? Unless they were major events, but the majority, I say like 90 something percent of those guys aren't really popping. And then you see somebody like an A Ward or these other guys that are just focusing on the internet or doing other things on YouTube are more successful. So to me, to answer that question, I'd rather be on a YouTube than on the app. And it's simply because you're gonna reach a broader audience. Not everybody's gonna want to pay $7.99 for an app. And if you really look at it, most of the successful apps you see out there, they're free. So you know, and I think a lot of people just want to be affiliated, and I think that's the big mistake a lot of artists make today. And it's not a shot at you or nothing like that, but a lot of these guys want to be affiliated with a brand as opposed to pushing their own brand, and I think that's where artists make their biggest mistakes.
Oh my God, boy! Everybody from Spaces need to be in here to hear what you just said, bro. Because we gonna get into that. My nigga GOTYME right here, one of the up and coming bloggers in the state right here, man. Crazy energy.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? I know he got something for you right now. Because we definitely got to go back to that real quick.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Before we even get to that one, all right. So you got experience in the music industry and in battle rap as far as managing, just pretty much like getting your feet wet. What would you prefer to I guess work in? Like, what do you like more doing?
Honestly, bro, like I'm a weird individual. Like I'm a conqueror, so I like to figure stuff out. I don't know what the hell that is.
Definitely a velocity though.
I like to challenge myself. So basically, like I'm a type of dude. Let me walk outside. You can laugh. So like I like to, like even with like music, right? So when I got into the music shit, bro, I knew absolutely zero about music. Like when I say zero, I didn't know what mix downs were.
Okay.
What doubling up. I didn't know what none of that shit was. I just faked the funk and learned as I went on. So to me, I like challenges. So when it comes to like what I'd rather do, I be challenged. I like even when I first started the battle rap shit, I had a lot of people tell like, man, that shit it's gonna fail, or you know, it's always like a flash in the pan type shit. And that kind of drove me to go out and establish you know, the brand that I own and put out all this talent. That's why a lot of people would see me all over. A lot of people would be like, nah, we paid to go ahead. Bro, I wasn't getting paid like crazy to go to these venues to go see some of this talent. But the thrill of taking somebody or finding somebody like a needle in a haystack and really being able to turn that person into a star was something that I really enjoyed. I've always coached, whether it's like sports or whatever, like it's always been a thrill for me. So to me, it's really learning something, taking level. So for me, like even if you're doing music, right? A lot of people do music, don't even end up in music. They may end up doing promotions, or they might end up with a label doing something else. Like a lot of times people get stuck on being an artist, but sometimes there's other that you can excel in and be a lot better in. Like, I mean, and I think people gotta understand that shit. Like, not everybody's gonna be an artist, but there is a way for you to do things. Like, there's a lot of artists I know that are trash, right? They probably be better managers, but they're stuck at being an artist. And I think sometimes you got limitations, you know. And to me, it's just learning different aspects. Like I'm already working on different things that I'm like, oh, this is crazy. And when I finally get it going, it's gonna set me apart from the world. And it's just being creative, man. Like, so it's a hard thing to say which I prefer. I prefer to be challenged. You know what I'm saying? I prefer to have my back against the wall with somebody believing in me. You know what I'm saying? And just coming out and being like, boom, this is what I got. And that's kind of what I'm working on now. And you know, when this shit come out, people are just gonna be like, they're gonna be like stunned. You know what I mean?
I feel what you're saying.
We're gonna get into what you currently own, because I kind of, you know what I'm saying? Where did, because I'm jumping around on the questions I had, and plus, you know what I'm saying, that everybody kind of got questions for you, big bro. So we appreciate you. If y'all don't know this Floor to Flow, we on with Street Star Norbes, one of the trailblazers of the URL machine. You know what I'm saying? That's you know, been chugging along for years. Bro, when did Beasley come along? Was Beasley always with Smack, and was it a partnership from the beginning, or was it, you know what I'm saying, you know, like we working for bro, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I ain't never worked for nobody, so my situation
okay, say no more.
So like, I'm just keeping it real, like, you know what I mean? And like I said, I can't really get into too much of that because
okay, say no more.
we're still in litigation and we're still in
Yeah,
court,
yeah.
so whatever. But I actually met Bees through Smack. I think it was through Smack or Math. I don't remember exactly what it was. And it was around the same time. I remember. I think the first time I met Beasley, we had like an NYB meeting, and it was me, Math, Cortez. It was like a big fucking meeting that Math kind of put together, where it was like kind of a bunch of dudes coming up in the game supporting each other. So that's kind of where I met Beasley. And once we started rocking out with the URL shit, that's when we formed together. That's when I kind of really started establishing my relationship with him. But I did know Smack before I knew Eric, to be honest with you.
So when did you know?
You know,
Like
like it
when was
wasn't.
that moment?
Oh,
When was that moment for y'all? Like when like it was it a point where, because you said the DVD thing was good, and at some point, bro, it was y'all got to the point where nigga we turn on YouTube and y'all got 3,000 people in a fucking spot where
I
white
mean,
people don't even let us
talking about,
do shit and all kind of shit, bro.
like, what do you mean the point to what? What do you mean?
Like when it came where y'all was like shit, like we made it, goddamn it. Cause bro, y'all got niggas on
Are we,
y'all footage where it was standing out there from Texas that flew into town for battle rap, bro, for the events y'all was putting on. So at some point it was from.
honestly, man,
Go ahead,
honestly, you
brother.
know, once we formed together our partnership in 2009, and we just created the URL and started going, it probably took maybe like, I'm gonna say going into 2000, and I'm not even front, because even the Midwest Massacre shit, and that was a month after we formed the organization. That shit was crazy. But really, like the following year, we did I think an event with like, I think Hollow versus Goods, and this shit was jam packed. Like we had a bunch of events that were packed. It was just crazy out of nowhere. Like we had the Mad Verb battle. That battle was crazy. It was packed, wall to wall. You couldn't move, and that was like that was like our fourth event, our third event, and it was just crazy how much people wanted to see this shit. Um, Started going from there, like, you know what I mean, like I don't think anybody expected it to take off the way it did, and you know we did a good job of cultivating, and you know I was there grabbing the best of the best and putting stuff together. But I mean, I would say the Hollow and Goods was the event where we were like, oh no, this is something else, man. Like this is about to be something, and that's when you see guys like K Shine come up and versus Calico, and it just started just snowballing from there, and you know it was crazy, and then finally we reached Summer Madness, which was in 2000, I think in 11. You know we reached the hall, and that shit was
That was the
crazy.
one with
You know what I'm
Puffy
saying?
them
You talking
had
about
the
probably
10
like,
bands. That was the one with Puffy them had the
so
10
that was
bands.
Summer Madness. That's Summer Madness one was the one where everybody had the mics, and people don't even know this shit. Like we didn't have lavaliers, so right before the show, we're trying to mic up the guys, and we're like, "Yo, where's the lavaliers?" And the sound guy's like, "What do you mean lavaliers? Ain't this rap?" And hands
Oh
us
shit.
mics,
Oh
and
shit.
that's what actually happened, and it kind of ruined Summer Madness one. That's why I've seen a lot of bodies, because a lot of these guys didn't know how to work a mic, pause, and perform like that. So it ended up being like a kind of a disaster, to be honest with you. Like it was bad, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like people were getting bodied left and right then.
So what was it like preparing for 3,000? Like again, like what was it like preparing for that? Like did was y'all stressed about like
Yeah.
venue? Because the average league owner, like we gotta gauge what type of event we finna have to,
There's,
and be like, hey, should we spend this amount on this
so
amount of
there's,
space? Was it a lot of stress? Like, hey, y'all
you know what's
renting out
crazy? There's no,
Webster Hall? Say it again.
bro, you gotta look at it like this. There's no, it's not like we had a staff. It was just a couple of us. You know what I mean? You're trying to get all these people in the building. You know, this is the first time you've seen this many people. The lines around, bro. Like I remember walking the Summer Madness line, bro, and it hit the corner, and then like 3-4 blocks down. Like you could just keep walking down in the village and in that area. and there was just people lining up. It was insane. Like I've never seen anything like it. And you're talking about people waiting for hours because we didn't have a staff. You know what I'm saying? So like it was.
Y'all were thugging it for real.
We're out there. And I'm walking the line. People are grabbing me to take pictures and this, and you know, I'm looking at it and I'm like, holy shit! Like this shit is real. I mean, Lloyd Banks couldn't get in. Fucking Fat get in.
Whoa.
It was insane. I just remember how packed it was, and it was not a fun night because it was pretty much us. And then with the mic situation, what happened, and even when we did Some Madness 2, like it revved up because that was the Return of the Legends, right? Puff came and bro, like it wasn't. I never really had fun at an event because I've always had to do so much.
Facts.
Take pictures or make sure you guys are on time. Like it was just a lot of bullshit. And you know, when it's just you and your partners pretty much doing everything, it ain't easy, man. And dealing with artists and these guys they're not used to that shit. They're not used to being around this many people or what it takes to pull off an event. So they're showing up whenever the hell they want to show up. And
Facts.
they're trying to take in as well. So, you know, those were definitely tough times. But it kind of prepared you for what was to come. So, you know, it was, you know, like I know I got stories to tell my kids and my grandkids later on, but honestly, man, shit was hell, bro. It was a lot of bullshit, man, to deal with.
Y'all got questions, bro? Y'all
like, yo,
chime in,
it.
cause
Nah,
me,
nah,
I be on, you know what I'm saying? I'm on
nah,
that
we with
history
it. So
shit
far we
real
on
tough,
point.
bro.
So far we on point with it. Just to go back to that time. Give me like, because I know you said it's not fun, but give me something as far as like your favorite card, favorite event, favorite moment during those times.
I ain't gonna lie, my favorite moment, Puff, that was cool. Like Puff saluting me, I was like, wow, Puff knows who I am. That was pretty cool. Yeah, there's a lot of like just weird shit. Some dude flew in from London,
Oh
I
shit.
think it was UK or one of those. It was in Europe, and I signed my first autograph. It was kind of crazy, and it was on a DVD. I think it was the first DVD that we ever put out for URL, and he happened to. So he had me, Smack, Beasley, and Chico sign the thing, and I was kind of like embarrassed to sign it because I don't really have a dope signature, and it was just
Oh
something.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, boom, that. I mean, bro, there's a lot of moments, man. Like,
If you put a face on battle rap, period, who's the face? And I'm talking about battle rapper. Like it, in your opinion, if it was a NBA logo type situation, and who would be the logo of battle
man.
rap, period?
Um,
You seen them all.
it's tough to say because I feel like the URL kind of segregated battle rap, right? So I feel like Mook kind of is the face of a lot of the kids that are urban kids, right? And then Disaster is kind of the face of the kids on the other side of it. It's not like the NBA or anything like that in a sense where it's one dominant league or there is, but there's been like people will say like Michael Jordan is the face of the NBA forever, right? With battle rap, because it's segregated, there's like a street aspect of it, and then there's just a rap side of it. So I would
Yeah,
probably say a Disaster or somebody like that, because you know battle rap is very segregated, man. It's kind of weird.
Hey, when did y'all start paying battlers?
I actually paid Mook and Rex the first battle.
Okay,
So
okay. So,
first
cause
off the rip, we were paying them.
okay, and what determined what y'all paid them? Like what was it like a set thing that you paid everybody, or it was like, hey, this guy?
It was based on like at that time the Rex and Math battle was so wanted, it was so whatever that when I originally negotiated the terms and I accepted the terms, it wasn't with any but I wasn't with Smack, right? Then that was before the formation of the URL. It was actually with Pumpkinhead from Grind Time, and he wasn't able to pay it, and that's how everything ended up coming. That's how Swag came in. But to be honest, that's how it was. That matchup was a big matchup, and that was the first time Rex even got paid, which is crazy. And he got paid $5,000 for that battle, and Math got paid $5,000.
Speaking of paying battlers, what's your thoughts on this Surf and Stumble situation?
It's unfortunate. Because I feel like not everything is out there, right? So I don't really know the whole story. Like I heard, like somebody said, Smack went out there and said, "Yo, Surf got 2,000 on the floor, but Surf wasn't there, right?"
Right.
And then he takes the belt. He says he don't want the belt. He just wants his money. And then apparently Surf sent him $1,000. And then Surf kind of comes out and is like, "Yo, why do I got to pay for everything when I have other people that were a part of the situation?" So to me, it's kind of like I would like to get everybody in a room and let them say what they have to say in order that thing. Like Surf really don't give a fuck because at the day, he's like, "Yo, take me to court." You think Stumbles will take him to court? No, he's not. And then it comes up a situation and he said, she said, and Surf is way worse than this. So I think now it's because he's like, "Yo, fuck him." You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he wants to pay him based on pride, as opposed to if he owes him or not. So to me, I think there's a lot of pride being played in this situation. I think Stumbles is benefiting off of the promotion because it is Sue Surf. So to me, it's like it's one of those situations that it could have been ironed out, but I think it's become more about promotion for Stumbles at this point. And to me, I don't know if it's Stumbles' fault. I don't know if it's Surf. I don't really know the whole situation. It's just a lot of he said, she said, or and Surf don't give a fuck. You're not gonna talk about it. Like even with the when they say he was
with the
he stole
rap lines,
Quilly, whatever.
Yeah,
I spoke to scenes, and he broke it down to me, but he didn't break it down to the public. And after speaking to him and actually watching the shit, the original, I was out here. He didn't steal anything, and he still didn't care because he wanted people to talk about it. So to me, let him continue to talk about me. Like,
hey,
talking.
I wanted to ask you this too, bro. Do niggas come to y'all about that type of shit? Because we own battle rap leagues and all that too. So was niggas coming in like business and saying, "Hey, this here," and then come to Norbes and be like, "Hey, this here going on." Like, was niggas talking like that? I'm talking about battle rap issues though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, we've always had like stupid little shits. We don't really. To me, it's like it's a lot of these guys. It's all about when the camera's on, everybody's a different person. Like these guys are all like these guys are tough. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of corny shit. Like,
all right, now
you hear me?
It seems like it's a sad day or a dawn in the day for Midnight Madness. Do you feel like this is a dagger to the culture?
Yeah, hold on. Say that one more time.
I say it seems like we looking at the end of Midnight Madness. Do you seem like it's a dagger to the culture?
Florida movement in here heavy right now. Sorry about that.
I think it's a lot deeper than just Midnight Madness. I think battle rap in total is one on a decline, and I think it's because the people that the bag was handed over to aren't doing a good job of being of pushing it forward, and it seems like it's stagnant right now. And whenever you get handed a certain amount of money, expectation comes with that, and I don't think they've met expectation, and I think that's kind of pushed battle rap backwards. So if I come to you and say, "Hey, you know what you're doing. I got $1 million behind you," right? I'm expecting what you're doing to escalate to a whole nother level, and when it happens, then it kind of puts things into it makes it stagnant. And I think that overall is what happens. It doesn't mean that Madness. I kind of figured Midnight Madness wasn't going to be that great because of how it was structured. And you got people put up. Nobody wants to battle for free. Nobody wants to put up their own money. it didn't make any sense. And I thought it would be good for an event, maybe 2, and then eventually nobody's gonna give a shit. And I think, yeah, because they did have a couple other Midnight Madness nobody cared about. This is the most people to talk about Midnight Madness now, and it wasn't even the Midnight Madness event. But
You're saying.
you know what I'm saying? So I think that shit is, you know, I mean, I don't know. I don't know where Surf wants to put one and wants to do it, man. Like battle rap it's a money pit too. So a lot of people that are trying to get big in that shit, they start realizing you're paying way more than you're receiving. And I think in Midnight Madness, I don't see how, unless Surf was really 100% involved, how it could be successful.
Bro, Battle League just kicked in the door. Let me set it up real quick. Everybody, welcome to Florida Flow, man. Y'all welcome my guest to Florida, Street Star Norbes. Y'all already know one of the trailblazers of the URL machine. He actually got a podcast going on. If y'all don't know about the Norbes at all, everything that bro got going on, y'all tune in to bro. I wanted to ask this, bro. What should be battle rappers' goals, bro? Like, what should their goals be to you when they start battle rapping, no matter where you are? Because I seen y'all make St. Louis a battle rap.
Honestly,
you know what I'm saying, destination.
I say this: it's to progress and to make something of the situation, not to show up to events in $2,000 shoes, taking the bus or living with your mama. So to me, it's to be able to take care of yourself. And I think a lot of guys fake the funk as opposed to being realistic with themselves. And I think the goal should be to reach a level where you can do this and maybe get yourself a crib or a house. And it's kind of sad that I think a lot of these guys don't even have a crib. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you were to ask 100% of the battle rappers right now who owns a house, I can guarantee you it's less than 5%. And I think that's sad. And I think they have to start having more realistic goals and invest in their money a lot better instead of in a pair of red bottoms. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what I would like to see with these battle rappers, being more responsible and actually taking their craft serious and not doing stupid shit where sponsors won't mess with you, or not doing stupid shit to where people just look at you as a battle rapper. You want to be looked at as something else. You kind of want to do what Conceited's doing, a Hitman's doing, even Surf. You know, and I think a lot of these guys are comfortable just being known as a battle rapper. And
I'm gonna go back to what we started earlier, because we had this conversation the other day, because some people are under the impression that battle rappers don't need to promote themselves, that the league or whoever's putting on the event is responsible totally for that event. They are telling these guys that they don't have to promote themselves. And
these battle rappers are Jay-Z. They think they're not.
Thank you, bro. Come on, man.
Jay-Z and Nas, if you look out through their career, holding themselves, doing every interview. I just had an interview with Remy, right? Remy Ma is throwing an event with a bunch of other artists that are on there, and Remy's doing more interviews than the people that are actually on the card. That's insane. Like, she's Remy, she ain't gotta do this shit and not work as her. So I think battle rappers are very lazy. I think they feel like they've made it, and anything you're on, you should be promoting crazy for a few reasons. You want to get booked again. You want people to up your pay. You want people to know what you got going on. You should constantly be doing that. A league is not going to make you hot. You know what I'm saying? You should be doing it hand in hand with them. And I think a lot of battle rappers wait. Like, you see them. I see a lot of battle rappers in the URL just sitting there waiting. They've been on the URL since 2014, and nobody gives a shit. They just want to be affiliated with that brand. And to me, it's stupidity at the highest form. And a lot of these guys have to understand they're not going to promote you. You know what I'm saying? You better do it on your own. So, you know, especially when you see the ads, most of the ads ain't got these dudes on them. They got Smack on it. That motherfucker promotes himself. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, you think he gonna put you there? Nah. He's about his money, his brand. And I think a lot of these guys gotta learn that shit. But, you know, we gonna see. But I ain't gonna front. These kids are going crazy. I gotta bounce on this But I'll take one more question before I gotta go.
Talk to me.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Willie.
yeah. I had one more question, man. You say you had you wish them guys to sit down in a room, and I know they did sit down. At least some of them sat down in a room with Cola on Spaces. So really quick, let me get your insight, man, on how you feel about Spaces. I see Jazz made a post saying that she thought it was ruining battle rap, or it was the worst thing for battle rap. How do you feel about Spaces right now?
I think battle rappers are the worst thing to happen to battle rap. Like, and I'm just being real. The stupid shit that they do and come out their mouth, and then you give them a platform like Twitter to do it even more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I feel like battle rappers are just too comfortable and they just want to be cool. To me, there's a lot of dudes that wasn't cool in high school and shit like that. Never got females, a lot of them. And now, boom, everybody want to see them and they don't know how to respond to that. And Spaces is just something that basically made it more clear that this is what it is. Spaces are cool, right? But when you put fools in front of a tool and you give them a tool, what happens? It's like with guns, right? People have this big thing about guns. Guns don't kill people.
People
kill people. You know what I'm saying? So to me, like, a platform is as genuine as the people that are behind it. Like, you guys are putting thought and you guys are putting power into these guys' words when they don't even know what the fuck they're talking about half the time. And I don't go on Spaces because I'm gonna keep it real. 99% of the shit on there, people are retarded. Like, it's just a complete time. I sit there and I hear everybody's the coolest. People are gangbanging on fucking Twitter Spaces. I've never seen such more ridiculous things in my life. Everybody's, but they're on it 24 hours a day and they don't got a job. I don't understand it.
Hey,
so
this is my last question for you, bro. The PG process compared to the way it's being done currently.
The Deuceable?
Yeah, what's the compare and contrast there? Like, do you think that the process now is as powerful as it was back then?
Do you think? Let me put it this way. Do you think John Paxson is as good as Michael Jordan?
Negative.
That's exactly the difference between the process.
Say that.
There's greatness, and then there's people that think they can do what you do.
Say that. Hey, go ahead.
Oh no, it's simple as that, man. Honestly, bro, like, it's just battle rap's in a whole world. It's in a bad space right now, and I hope it gets better. But we're gonna see within the next couple of years.
Well, just, hey, if you could let everybody know where they can find you at, bro, and just let them know what you're doing currently, and just kind of leave them with a jewel or two, and we're gonna let you go, Norbes, because we appreciate you, bro.
Oh, no, I'm sorry I had to cut it short, but I got these kids now.
And you, we all got them.
Please start Norbes on all of my social media joints. Norbes on Network. I do the podcast. I got some other shit coming up. And for some jewels, don't listen to nothing these niggas say. Don't believe what they say. Should believe what they show you. Pretty much how it is, man. And one more. Don't get a dumbass battle manager. Get a lawyer. Because that's the only shit that business respects is lawyers. Yeah.
Talk that walk. Hey, that was Street Star Norbes, man. It's Florida Flow, man. Norbes dropping jewels. Norbes keeping it real. Right. Shout out to the bro for sliding through, man.
Hit that like button, man. Y'all make sure y'all share, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Hey, that boy say get a lawyer, Shay.
Say that again.
That boy say don't get a manager, get a lawyer, goddamn.
Hey, Buck, how true or how eye-opening was that?
Oh,
yeah, that's crazy because especially knowing what he's going through,
we already know what he did. He just said it. People like to hear from other people anyway, for them to co-sign some shit. So.
But that boy said, go get a lawyer, bro.
Man, go get a lawyer, man.
You feel me? Y'all niggas. All right.
I guess if you're up that
Hey
big,
Jay, I think you got us playing through your speakers in your car.
You gotta turn the speaker down.
Do something.
But shit, I've been saying that for to have a lawyer with contracts. You know what I'm saying?
But you got your speaker up. I'm sorry, Mook.
it's better now.
Yeah. Go ahead, sir.
Move.
Oh no, I was saying I've been saying that from the get-go. You gotta have shit notarized, you gotta have lawyers, you gotta have contracts. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way I deal with business. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta have shit signed. So when it come down to it, I can take you to court and you can't play with my money and you can't play with my brand and you can't play with me as a human being, you know.
And just like what he said, brother, the lawyer like give a whole different effect though. He said, boy, everybody listen to them motherfuckers. you walk in with one of them,
yeah, them bitch might not want to fuck with you then.
Hey, if y'all can, bro, BBA the other night.
Let's go. Let's get it. All
Quick
right.
recap. Let's get there. Go
So,
time. I know you. Hey, you wasn't there, so you ain't get that energy. That was my first time there.
That shit.
And I got it all, my nigga. Like, and everybody from down this way showed up. Salute to everybody from Duval. I was in the building. My brother Artie. Hey, Mook was there.
Who y'all got
Lil
us
Rudy
battle
was
with
there.
tonight?
Yeah, I was there, Holmes. I was there. I seen Mook there. Goddamn.
Oh, Lil Rudy was definitely there. That boy was there. Who y'all got us battle with tonight?
I ain't gonna lie. The battle of the night was S and Ghost, but
Most
the
definitely.
performance of the night was
Right, we got
Rudy.
All right, so we
Performance of the night was Rudy, but battle of the night was S and Ghost.
All right, now
I like La G and Nephew for performance of the night, but you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that though.
That was, to me, that was
battle
of the night 2.1 because both of them delivered like they were supposed to.
Yeah, delivery was better, but the bars was more better on La G. But it was just Nephew was just being funny and making jokes and ugly face this and strong face that. It was all right. He was straight. He did a thing.
Salute the Nep.
Okay, so who we got as body of the night?
Shit, Galaxy. Galaxy bodied. What was buddy name?
Shad Nasty, yeah. Galaxy, man. When I tell you, I was highly impressed with Buddy, man. He gained a fan with me, and I'm sure a lot of other people
Galaxy
do
best to
too.
date. That was Galaxy best to date, I think.
I ain't catch that battle. I walked in right after that. So second to that was Lil Rudy. Body and Rolo.
Let's
I'm
go
hot
ahead and get
right
into
now.
it, man.
I'm from the back where I was standing. I couldn't see what you had on. I thought you took your shirt off like you did, everywhere else. So from the back, all I could hear is the bars and shit. But I ain't realize you changed clothes or none of that shit. And then when people said that nigga had a gi on, because I could see your back.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one that battle.
I thought you had a jersey on at one point. And then these niggas say that nigga had a karate gi on, nigga. I said,
that nigga had on Cobra Kai.
Hey, and you did the crane, my nigga.
Went crazy. All right, now Lil Rudy, get into, because you kind of got into it earlier on Spaces. Get into the process of how you was pretty much trying to get the mic from Breezy before to let them know you had to go to the back and then change. Go ahead and get into that whole, like, get a backstory on that.
I mean, a lot of people had a general consensus. They had a problem with me leaving because when we got called to the stage, they like, you got called to the stage, you should have stayed on stage and battle. However, if you see the footage on live stream for like 3 minutes, I'm asking Breezy for the mic because I did come to the stage, let them know I'm ready, but I want them to know, like, I got to go in this bathroom for a minute and put my outfit on, bro. But he wanted them to come to the stage first, and since it's BBA, And Mike, the host, I ain't try to bogart or no shit like that. You feel me? I
Shout out
respect it
Yoshi.
and I
Shout
went with
out
it.
Shout out
Yoshi in the
Yoshi in the
comments. You
building.
feel
Shout
me?
out my nigga
What's
Giga
up,
in the
baby?
building. My nigga Kenny in the building. Everybody in the building. Florida movement and
What
shit.
up? What up? Make sure y'all hit that like button.
Hey Yoshi,
Yeah,
we
so
gonna
I
get in your inbox so we can get you on the show. You know what I'm saying? See if we get an interview done with you if that's okay with you, little mama.
that's a fact.
We
Shout out
definitely
Miss
have
Yoshi,
seen you
man.
incline.
Go ahead,
Ever
Rudy.
since you ducked La G though, it's been kind of like
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Y'all talk
that,
business outside of that. Don't do that. Don't do
that's
that.
little mama though.
Listen,
Shit, she
listen.
do that's little mama, and she from around the
Nah.
way, so
I
yeah.
already know. I went to high school with baby girl.
Whoa.
That's my baby. That's my
Okay, so
baby.
shit,
I
let her
was
know
cool with
this
her.
Shake talking.
I
Sis.
already know. I'm baby girl right now. She cool. Well, go ahead, Rudy. I ain't want to interrupt you. I just want
My
to give her a
bad, my
shout out.
bad.
No. You gotta do that. You gotta shot the
And I
folks
didn't get a
out, man.
chance to
But
see the crane, my nigga.
no, but no, for real. So I knew I needed a second chance. So I'm like, man, I told the DJ, you know, while everybody was coming to the stage, I told him, I was like, look, play this song right here. I'm gonna go in the bathroom. He could see the bathroom door from where he was DJing. I told him, I was like, when you see the door pop, switch it to this other song. And so that's how it went, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I wish it could have went a little smoother. But what really hyped it, messed it up was they didn't tell us pull us to the side and say we finna go on next, bro. We didn't know when we was going on next, and they just told everybody. They announced it over the mic. Told everybody, "Hey, Rudy Rolo, come to the stage." I'm like, ain't no way they calling us right now for the third battle, bro. You feel me?
Okay. Now, when Rolo trip up on stage, are you disappointed at that moment, or are you more so like, yes? Like, what's your feelings during that moment?
Fucked up my footage.
Nah. In that moment, I really wasn't Lil Rudy no more, bro. That's what y'all don't understand. Like, there's a side of me that I can't let out. I have to keep hidden, you feel me? Because it's just too wild. And that's who came out that bathroom, you feel me? So at that point, it wasn't no feeling of sympathy for this man. It was you finna die. I don't care how bad it is, you finna die. And that's what it was. So when I'm looking at him, when he rapping, I'm in my head, I'm Jedi mind tricking him into choking. I'm saying, yeah, nigga, choke. Yeah, nigga, you ain't got this shit. Then that's why in halfway in the middle, I come out the top. Cause I'm like, oh yeah, it's over. It's a wrap. When I threw the gi top on the floor, right then I wanted him to choke. I said it's over. I threw that bitch down. I wanted him to stop rapping then. I was ready, but I let him go ahead and finish rap. But I was ready then, bro.
Hey, and listen,
What you were saying when
as a fan, standing literally side by side with Rudy, off stage and face to face with Rolo. When you see Rolo starting to choke up, I look directly at Rolo and I'm like, cause I see Rudy face like nigga, yes, you doing it. Like nigga, you is fucking doing it. And I'm like, Rolo going, Rolo just like nigga, the nigga Rudy, you can see it in his jaws. That nigga was like, it's fucking over. Like, that nigga take his shirt off and like, nigga, he wanted to tell that nigga, shut up, it's my turn. But he just let the nigga finish. I'm telling you, you could see it in the nigga jawline, bro. I'm telling you, bro. He was ready.
Yeah,
I
it was
more
slick
wanted
disrespect
to
for
see a
to do that.
crazy battle, man. I be wanting the battles to be dope, so I don't be enjoying the choking. I think that humble niggas, you know what I'm saying, when they do that in those moments, is when they're expected to do better. So I be hoping like it humble niggas when it do happen, but.
Yeah.
Like I be wanting for the nigga to get that crazy material off, and then let the other nigga get his crazy material off, and get that shit. It like I want the
Nah, me and
battles to
Bucci
be
was
crazy.
mad. We wanted Rolo to keep going. Like, come on, make this a classic. Make it at least for us to
Hey,
talk about.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
what
Don't
Rudy
yeah.
had, it would have been like both sides. Man, that shit would have been crazy.
That shit been crazy.
So now y'all was in the building. So YS versus Ghost. Let's talk about it. First,
In the building,
yeah, tell me
Hey, what?
why.
Hey,
because I
man, hold
told,
on. Shout out to you already dead TV,
Yeah,
man.
for sure,
Shout
my
out to the
boy, my
coach.
shout out
brother.
to you already
You
there.
already there. Why don't you know what it is? I
But
told him what.
yeah, in the building, you know what I'm saying? You can't deny to take Ghost because of the motherfucker presence in his stage. Like the nigga just moved to every rhythm. He got the crowd. He like know how to control certain shit. So it's hard not to take him live watching this shit when he coming with everything. So I told him like I gotta watch it on film because I think on film YS gonna win. But in the building, it was undeniable to say, "Oh, Ghost just lost." You feel me? So, but
Understood.
I think once I watch it on film, I'm gonna change my answer, and I think a lot of people is too. But let's let the footage drop. But I had to take Ghost in the building.
Hey,
Me,
Ghost had it, especially with the white wall rebuttal. It was a black and white wall with skulls, black wall, white skulls on the wall, and he had a rebuttal about the wall. Like they love that nigga Ghost, and they was trying to hate YS, but YS was
Yes,
saying some shit. You feel me? And here's the interesting thing about the battle that people don't seem to realize, and I'm gonna break it down for y'all right here on the floor of the flow. That battle was a 30 either way.
thank you.
Slick.
I said the
That
same
battle, and I'm
exact
gonna
thing to
explain it to
Bird
you.
when I
I'm
was
gonna
on
explain
Expound,
it
my
to you
brother.
why.
Expound.
I'm explaining to you why, because I was in the building. In the building, majority of the people was saying it was 1-1 going into the third. However, they weren't agreeing on who won which round. Okay, so that take care of round 1 and 2 right there. Either way, because you got the whole room full of people saying 1-1, but saying different rounds was won by either. If I say Ghost won the first, then that means YS won the second. That's what everybody was saying, or vice versa. So going into the third, who won the third? You know what I'm saying? And there are some people who have debated both sides. And if you look at the whole picture, there are
but
people out of this whole equation that might lean one way or another for a 30.
So it's safe to say that this battle is technically a
For a
hold on,
30.
little
go.
debatable.
Hold on. Let me say this real quick. Hey, go if you could put the link in the live chat. I mean, to get on stage, you could do that.
What you mean? Hold on.
Like actually put the link that I sent y'all. Put it like
For
on
sure,
the
for sure. Yeah,
in
yeah.
the
I got you.
super chat.
Got you. Do
If
that
y'all
right
want to
now.
get on screen, y'all tap the link that bruh finna put on. We're gonna let everybody jump on it. And if you got something you want to sell, you want to kind of get the next person you battle or event off, this floor to flow. You know what I'm saying? We just had Street Star Norbes on. We sitting in with Mook, with Sus, y'all already know. Then we sitting in with Lil Rudy, Duval shit, GOTYME TV. You already know,
Yo,
nigga. My nigga J King. Shout out to You Already Dead TV. My nigga S just
Yo,
came off
yo.
a classic with Ghost and BBA and Duval. So we recapping that. Go ahead, my bro. I'm sorry about that.
no. You good. You good. Definitely got to make sure y'all tap in. All right. So, Lil Rudy, what you saying? You pretty much saying that this is debatable, but Mook, what you saying is, man, once everybody watch this shit over, it's gonna be kind of a clear gentleman's win.
Tap your mic. Tap your
Tap your
mic.
mic, Mook. You muted.
no, I'm saying it'll make you pay more attention to what YS was saying because in the building, it was kind of hard to focus on everything YS was saying because, like Rudy said, the building wasn't really, they wanted YS to lose no matter what, you feel me? So it was like, kind of like, so Ghost had the energy all the way up, but YS was saying shit, but you got to watch it again to be like, okay, like I said, if you got Ghost as a clear winner, you got to watch it again to give YS his credit to say, nah, it wasn't a clear 30 or YS won. You feel me?
As Bird, what I was saying when we were leaving, I got up. I said somebody got 30, and for me, I just thought after every round, Ghost had a little more than S, and it
See what I'm
wasn't saying
saying?
It wasn't saying, and it wasn't saying that S wasn't sent. Like S was rapping that back blue or red, whatever he said, bro. That was some of the rawest shit I ever heard, my nigga. But Ghost had niggas like finishing his shit before he did in the crowd. So it was like, nigga, Ghost was walking in that shit, bro. So
Shay.
I thought Ghost got every round. I thought Ghost
Bro,
got every
you
round.
know, if we was in spaces, they'll argue you down that it wasn't no 30. But I'm telling you, I already knew from being in the building that there was gonna be somebody out there that was gonna say a 30 YS or a 30 Ghost. Either way,
I
just based
said the
off the
same thing,
reaction.
but if they argue
This shit
on
crazy.
YS behalf, I can't, like, again, bro. Like, I saw it that way, and this is what we said before we, it even happened. I told everybody that I thought Ghost would win, but I don't think YS rapped against anybody like that yet, like to that point, because Ghost is a different rapper.
Oh no,
Even
he
than
rapped
Gotti.
against Adolf.
Like,
he rapped against Adolf now.
this not the same as Ghost, and I ain't talking whether Adolf better than Ghost or not. I'm just telling you that Ghost talk different. Ghost is a different type of rapper than YS done face, bro. I'm telling you, Ghost and he came with angles and shit with what he normally do, and it was crazy. Like his punches was crazy. And again, he finished every round just a little bit better than
I'm giving
S
pushback on this one.
And S was
We're gonna need a
perfect.
poll. We're gonna need a poll, fellas. I just want to put it out there. Floor to floor. We need a poll.
Damn the poll. Pause. I got YS2 when I got Ghost taking that first round. I think Ghost, and this is me, watching on.
Oh, YS got the first.
I gave Ghost the first
See what
round.
I'm saying?
I think that Ghost had just a little bit more. And I think that YS edged him round 2 and round 3. Now, if you got it the other way, I can see how this is, which takes me to my next point, is preference in battles. Because although, like you heard a little bit of slight angle, from Ghost, he pretty much he was bar heavy, and then you got YS did his thing with the angling. So how do y'all feel about that when you got somebody doing top notch angling and somebody doing top notch bar? And then now it kind of clashes. Does that come down to the preference of the battle?
But that was my point. Ghost did both. Ghost did both. That's what I'm telling you. Ghost angle in the third round, bro. If you followed that whole scheme, my nigga, bro, like Ghost was talking, bro, and he was punching. So he did both.
But YS did too, bro. YS known for angling, and he brought balls.
Wasn't again. This is preference, like he just said. The punches with Ghost to me was way more universal than.
But to your point, GOTYME, I think preference is always gonna play a part in the battle, no matter what. Like, because the bitch could get up there and not punch at all, not scheme at all, and the bitch will still had him winning over a bitch who did everything.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I think.
My bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I won't argue.
I'm ready to argue, goddammit, because you just said that Ghost did the exact same thing. However, if we watch the Mike and YS battle, isn't it technically kind of sort of what Ghost did? Mike already kind of
Ghost gonna 30 you.
No, because you confusing Mike with Ghost. Mike ain't Ghost as a rapper.
No.
Ghost is a way better rapper than Mike at this point.
They are two different rappers.
No.
They are two different rappers, but I'm talking about specifically the angle that Ghost used. Ghost used the angle pretty much. He called him the police in a different way. Pretty much saying all the shit you do, you kind of snitching, my nigga. It's kind of foul shit you doing. Like, who are you really? When you go back to what Mike was saying, are you the police, nigga? All the shit you doing, it's kind of in the same field. So his although he did angle, he didn't really. He grabbed something that we kind of heard already, and everybody be so quick to say, I heard that bar, but what about if we kind of, hey, I heard that angle before? Okay. I'm just saying.
Okay. So who get the
now this is what I'm trying to argue.
So you saying he took the angle from Mike and just.
I already heard it. Like when oh goddamn nigga, every time we talk about that battle, are you the police? Even YS said, well, that shit stung. Like, that's the one that kind of got him, like, because it did make us look at YS like, hey man, you do be telling a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Even though you be saying shit we
No,
know,
man.
but Neil, hey man. But for that slight second, it made us look. You feel me? But Ghost kind of did the same. He didn't call him the police, but he pretty much tried that angle on YS angling. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, he was
I
more
get it.
saying like he's messy and like to put out people information, which is sort of the same thing as snitching. But what I would like to argue on Shake, if we gonna argue,
Yeah, I like
Shake,
that.
you can't deny YS second round, bro. I don't care. I don't care. That nigga
Huh?
second round. Wait till the footage drop. That
What
second
he did?
round, it was
YS was
crazy.
snapping.
I
My
wanted to hear.
only argument.
I
J King,
wanted
who
to
you
hear
got?
everything he said, and he said
Huh?
he was dope. He was
I said,
dope.
who you took in that battle?
I know I had it at 1-1. I gave YS the first round, and it goes to second. And I think the third round is like debatable, man. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of up there with the third round for me. So
So when
I
the
mean,
footage
I don't know
drop, if you agree
if it
YS
dropped.
took the second, then it might be a 30. YS 30 goes.
No, because
Okay.
I gave Ghost the second and YS the first. So I ain't have it
But
as
it
a
ain't
30.
far
Nah, but
fetched
when
for it
the
to be a
footage
30
drop,
either way though. That's the point.
Right.
That's how good the battle was. That like you could
Yeah,
argue either way, bro.
that's why I say debatable. There's a
bitch
definite
don't debate this
Hey,
battle for 30.
hey, comment asking for the link, bro. If you could put it in the chat, it's in the chat. Comment.
Hey, yep, I put it into. You got to copy and paste that thing and then put it inside your
No. All you
Safari
gotta
or
do
whatever.
if
You
you
feel me?
put the link there, all you gotta do is tap the link.
Boom.
Yeah, we recapping Bad Blood 5 right now. If y'all don't know, it's Florida movement shit going on. This is Florida Flow co-host, you know what I'm saying? My nigga GOTYME, my nigga You Already Dead TV, YS, you know what I'm saying? Lil Rudy Duval nigga in the building, Sus Mook in the building. Y'all already know. Y'all just seen her now. She heavy out here. And my nigga J King, my brother. So, you know what I'm saying? We actually chopping it up about Duval. We got together again, the battle rap culture in Florida. So we talking about YS and motherfucking Ghost.
All
Who
right.
got 30?
Uh-oh. 30. Nah, I want to 30.
And
Yeah,
we
we're
ain't
All
gonna
gonna
right.
need
act
a
like
poll. We're gonna need a poll.
Now
Pause.
we definitely gonna
we
need that.
gotta
Oh
talk
yeah.
about that Bird and
Shake,
Visa
why you
battle
gonna
too.
throw it in there like that?
Nah,
You gonna see who
that's my
got
opinion.
30.
I ain't gonna put that on y'all. I ain't gonna put that on the panel. That's me. That's somebody got 30. That's Bird.
Who,
That's
what
what I
battle you
said.
said? How we think about what battle?
We gotta talk about Bird and Visa.
I didn't listen. I didn't personally like the battle. I thought it was very boring. But if you got to give it to somebody, I don't like when somebody stumble for too long and can't get their shit back right. So I automatically get them an L, especially in the one rounder. Because in the three, you can redeem yourself. But in the one, so of course, Bird took that, but it was boring. Like,
Look, I ain't never heard nobody come from like that with that. Since it's a one round, it count way more against you because you choke. Yeah,
Yeah, cause shit, it's
it
only
do
one
because you don't
round
yeah,
got
and you
nothing
choke.
to prove. Because if you got 2 and 3 rounds, bitch, you could get back and show me
yeah.
something like, hey, that was just some bullshit. Maybe I wrote that late. Maybe I prepped that late. But bitch, I know my shit and I know how to get right. But bitch, on the one rounder, this all we get. I don't. Now if I heard more, then that's a different.
And did
People choking
Bird?
in one rounders.
Oh shit! And did Bird
What's
say
going
earlier
on?
that Rolo told him that he wrote the rounds 3 days before or some shit?
Who said that?
I think
Something
Bird
like
said
that. But
that
that
earlier
shit
on
don't
Spaces.
count when you ain't prepared. That shit only matters when you come and kill a nigga and then be like, man, I wrote that bitch in 3-4 days. It
Huh?
don't matter when you lose, you
Please
stumble,
say that
you
again.
choke. None of that matters.
Comment where you at? Cause I know he ready to talk his shit
That's
right
my
now, bro.
opinion. You feel me?
Hey, this
You
what I'm gonna
right.
say too. Shay, your boy, Bird. If Bird would have spoke up, it was like I don't know if it was a fan or something, but it was like a wall of air. You couldn't hear past the camera. You know what I'm saying? So if he would have spoke up and started rapping to the crowd, like to make like he was rapping to
He don't
Visa.
rap loud.
If he would have rapped to the
Yeah,
crowd
but he
to
don't
make sure
project
the
his
whole
voice
crowd heard
loud
him, it was a
anyway.
rap. It
Man,
was a
Bird
rap.
got man.
But he
Bird
didn't do
has some
that, bro.
shit, man. Bird has
Yeah,
some
he has some
shit,
shit,
bro.
but he don't project well. He'll
Yeah,
be low.
I think he do that on purpose, cause he.
Yeah, no, cause that's a more like I'm talking to you, nigga. I ain't gotta
Exactly.
yell. Listen to what I'm saying to you. You feel me?
I'm a
But no, like Rudy said, in that arena, they can't hear you, so they gonna be talking over you and doing all type of shit. Cause bitch, I can't hear you anyway, so you must be ain't saying shit. You ain't like ghost them. Hold it down. Let me rap.
It's
You like,
people
well,
that
let
do
them
that
talk.
though, but they know when to project and when to just talk. You see what I'm saying? Like then he should have read the room and seen, man, I need to project. Especially people physically getting up and saying, hey bro, we can't hear you. You know what I'm saying?
We got to
Yeah,
talk.
but
am
shit, Visa just
I'm
gave him
I'm
a
building.
sorry ass round too, so he ain't enthused either.
I'm building up to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? This other battle, but we gonna talk about this Tupaco. Who he battled? Who Tupaco battled? Rudy.
Jason with the
Jason with the
mask.
man.
With no mask. I be so mad every time he ain't got no mask. I be wanting to be a
How
fan.
y'all feel about this battle?
You ain't got no mask, Jason. I can't root for you
Bird
if,
pissed
if
me off.
I'm holding up. You ain't got no mask, Jason. I done showed up to the battle with a mask.
What y'all
I got
think
the
about
mask. You ain't
Jason?
got the mask.
Hold on, Rudy. What y'all think about Jason at this point? Cause that's the bro, man.
I think Jason fine. I feel like Jason, if from what I see, Jason could definitely be one of them. I think depending on who he's battling, it depends on like the type of Jason we gonna get. And from what I seen, sort of like both of them, I don't think they took each other serious. And like that's just from what I seen off camera. I didn't really get like the I'm about to right for this nigga. I just kind of got like, all right, I'm gonna like throw a couple of bars his way, but I don't really take this nigga serious. And I think they both seen each other like that. But that's just, you feel me, how I feel about it. Just night, but y'all was in
Yeah,
the
cause
building. How y'all feel?
I mean, Rudy, that's your label mate, so I don't expect you to give
No.
too much of a crazy opinion on
Oh no. Oh
Tupaco.
nah. But what I will say is this. Because they both you know what I'm saying didn't do as well as we've known them to do in the past. So we ain't gotta talk about that. I want to talk about Jason with the mask. You feel me? Because Jason with that's a fire name, bro. And it's two battles I seen him back to back. One at the zoo and this one, and he didn't have a mask. So I feel like he's not he got a fire name, but not a fire persona. And then you come lackluster at your last two battles. You know what I'm saying? Well, he did pretty better at the zoo than this one, but being lackluster and then not having the mask, I'm just looking at him crazy right now, bro. You gotta have the mask.
I feel you, but salute to
Man,
both of them
shut up
boys,
about
man.
that damn mask. but,
what you
but
thought?
why is you calling him Tupaco? Ain't his name start up Poppy? What the hell are you doing? Talking about?
Yeah, his that's
When
one of his names. One of his names is Tupaco.
Okay,
He
that's what he
called
went by
I
when he
didn't
himself
know that.
battled
Tupaco.
Peze.
Yeah,
Okay,
he called himself
okay,
Tupaco. That one
I
of the
didn't know
craziest
that.
nicknames I
Oh,
ever
that's
heard
why
in
he had that
battle.
line about he called himself Tupac and y'all let him or y'all allow it or some shit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Jason had
Yeah,
that.
he had the
Well,
bandana
okay,
tied and everything.
I minus all of that. I don't care about none of that street shit and that shit. The battle. I didn't like the battle. I felt like both of them didn't come. If they came prepared, it was lackluster, like you said. It was just I could be smoking a blunt right now, but I'm
uh,
here to watch battles. I done came all the way to Jacksonville, so I'm gonna watch the battles. But it was nothing. No bars, no hate, no nothing. It was like no haymakers, no heavy punches, nothing to make you get sick. I was like, okay,
I was mad.
boring.
I was
Mike
mad
Spliff
because
and Huvo was better than that.
oh shit. I was mad because Jason ain't when Jason said that A high he had the A high. I'm like, nah, man. Come on, Jason. Don't do me like that. I ain't even get the A
Let me
high.
see.
I need Mad Max numbers for the summer. That nigga was.
Hold
Anyway,
on.
so
All right, let's get
It's
to
we're
it.
like they
gonna
don't
talk
care
about
about it no
Let's
more.
get to it.
this one, man, cause
You're trying to run from it, brother. Let's get to it, brother.
Can
I
you
know what you're
see a
saying,
bird
man.
get mad though? That what you saying about
Logic.
no energy, bro? Like if some of these battlers get
Uh,
mad for real and rap, it's a rap.
Wait, yeah. Before we get into that, say Bird pissed me off. I'm mad with Bird right now, and this is why I'm mad with Bird. The reason why I'm mad with Bird because Bird is one of the faces of Florida, and I don't give a damn who you battling. Every time you step on the stage, brother, you got to be flawless. You know why? Because they looking at you. You know why they looking at you? Because you, brother. So we can't be had. I get it, because Bird said earlier, pretty much somebody he got a reaction from the crowd, and that's what you know what I'm saying, kind of threw him off of there. But he got back to it, which is why you kind of see him like more so face Visa like the rest of the round. He more so rapping straight to Visa to get his shit off. But nah, man, Bird, you can't be
Golden
doing
was
that.
hood.
What up, brother? Common on pulled up to the stage looking crazy. What's going on with you? Man about nine.
On the way.
Now let's get to it.
What you recording a mixtape right now, boy?
Nah, he most definitely on the phone.
This man's on the phone, brother. Hey,
That comment mute up. Mute
Tell
up.
I like,
let's get
Go
tell
ahead,
I
to
go
it.
like
time.
anchovies. Tell
Let's
her
get to
make
it.
sure it's pepperonis and sausage.
Comment mute up. Go time.
All right, so
Hey, when y'all get to it,
nephew,
I just want to know how much money Shake lost on the main event. Go ahead, go time.
goddamn you niggas, I can't
I ain't
stand y'all.
lose no money
Nephew versus
because she ain't,
Logic.
we ain't lose.
Who y'all got?
Now we definitely finna talk about this.
Now y'all in the building. I want to hear y'all first. Move. Go ahead first. Nephew versus Logic.
All right. In the building, you gotta take nephew. It's like nowhere around it. Like, but we already know like G outbarked the man. That's like no ifs and buts about it. But he did outperform her because he had more bullshit bars and gestures and talking to her with like violence. So it was, it went more his way. So when you go to win or loss, you have to pick a winner, you gotta pick a loser. And that you had to pick nephew from if we pick it from that night. But I already know when you watch on film, like G killed him with bars. Like it's no question. That's that's no question at all. But like G wasn't all up in his face and all that like he was. So it was just, you gotta give it the nephew and that boy. Like G killed him, man, bar wise. That's all I can say. I'm gonna keep saying that.
Are we gonna preference? We gonna
Wait,
preference
hold on.
this
That's just
this
like wait. I want to say one thing. I want to compare it to one
He
thing.
trying to play. Go ahead.
That's just like I think Pacquiao beat Mayweather up, but they gave a win to Mayweather. So that's all I'm gonna say.
All right, Rudy.
Hey man, there was a conversation being had, man. I hate to take the long way around, but there was a conversation being had when Truffaut took Geechee out the battle. It's out the tournament. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know where I'm going with that. So I'm gonna say this. With me, with this battle rap shit, this started in high school with me, bro. And it was about winning in the room. Sending the bitch to the next class, to the next period, knowing I just took their soul in front of everybody in the courtyard. You see what I'm saying? And the same thing with the tournaments. It's money on the floor. The money is being decided in the room. The judges are in the room, so they're seeing this. So if Mook is a judge in the room and she's feeling that energy, regardless of knowing the bars on the rewatch, in the room who won, I'm going for in the room every time, thug. You know what I'm saying? And after that conversation about the true false situation, they was talking about capping the performance aspect and saying, hey, only get 15 points for performance. You got to get 20 points for bars. You got to do this. Nah, when you left that room, did it feel like I took your soul? Nigga, that's who won the battle.
I like that. All
He
right,
he ain't take her soul, but you right.
Shake.
all I'm gonna say is it's battle rap.
Okay.
It ain't battle gas. It ain't battle friends. It's battle rap. So what you say matters. You know what I'm saying? So we obviously were in Duval. You know what I'm saying? We obviously in Duval, bro. So the crowd, you know what I'm saying? I'm not an excuse guy, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying what the issues are. We in Duval, bro. Everybody in there know
Come and
nephew.
mute up.
Everybody in that bitch know nephew from the streets, from the whatever. So in that room, she was not finna get no fair shake. And that's just being real. If we were down here and that's La G with all our crowd there, it's a totally different feeling to what she was saying. Because that's what she had for him was normal La G killer top tier type of nigga. And she ain't getting no reactions from them from that crowd like bro was getting. Soon as he started rapping, they listen to every single word and everything dumbed down to the point where again the average motherfucker in there, they ain't looking for the intricate shit. So he done made it clear to them that I'm just gonna roast. And then it turned into like some funny shit. And not about like
But he
what
do
they
that with all
rapping
his
about.
battles.
Nigga, it turned into
He do
like
that with all his battles.
a roasting session. But I got La G, man. I got La G. I can't get nephew that battle when I'm in there looking for rap. I'm not in there looking to you know what I'm saying, see somebody, you know, jonesing on somebody and shit. I wanted to hear people rapping, and she rapped.
Boy, that hit. That boy, they use the
J
word
King.
Jones.
Yeah, that boy. Hey, J King, go ahead. Who you got? Hear me? Hold on, that boy
Go
probably
time.
What up, comment? All right. While we
Say,
waiting on J King, comment who you got, La Gia or nephew?
oh, nephew. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not the person to ask about the BB-8 card. We could talk about the Graham card with Common Maze.
Okay, all right. So we'll get to that in 2 seconds, brother. All right.
You know
So
what I'm
Shake got La G, Mook and Lil Rudy got your
saying?
nephew J
But
King.
I
Who you
I
got?
could tell you who I had going into the battles. You know what I'm saying? I had Logic going in. I had Jason going in. I had Galaxy going in. I had Mike Spliff going
We
in.
don't care about that.
I had
Hold on.
Roller going in, and that was the biggest disappointment of the year
Man,
so far.
comment, we don't care
Hold
about
up,
that.
Common
Listen,
ain't getting his
we'll get
opinion on
we gonna get to
Rolo.
all that.
We
J
definitely
King.
want Common opinion on Rolo and Rudy
Oh,
in a
for
minute.
sure,
So
yeah.
we
But right
definitely
now,
got to get his perspective on that shit. But let's
J
go,
King.
Common.
Hold on. J King, who you got? La G and nephew.
That nigga now feeding Frenchies, man.
Who you? All right, well, fuck it. Look,
Hit your mic,
so
bro. Hit your mic. Yeah, hit your mic.
Oh, go ahead.
who you got, big dog? Who you got?
On
Nephew
who?
or La G?
Oh, La G. Like bro say, he was just over there just shining and shit. Strong face, this, that, and the other, stomping and doing the cheers and shit. I wasn't there for that.
All right, this is interesting. Now this kind of
He
because
did. I'm gonna say he did. He did straight. He had a clean round, so you know it was
all
straight.
right.
But it wasn't worth a vote.
Okay, so
Queen Pen.
Mook, to kind of go back on what you said earlier with YS and Ghost, as far as all right in the building, definitely, because we just pretty much energy is what we like saying, like just to stand in front of that shit is different, right? But then when you get home and you actually, all right, he said this, you do your bar breakdown, you said, all right, I may clearly give this to YS, kind of the sort of thing, same thing with La G and nephew. So with that being said, right, because I'm kind of tired of this preference shit, like I get it. I know, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, battle rap is preference, music is subjective, the whole nine. But like Rudy said, I think we, you know, battle rap is kind of getting closer and closer to that commercial big boy level status where we're gonna have a direct winner. It's gonna be judges and big money involved. So how does that work? You get what I'm saying? Like with Yeah, because in the building, nephew takes that, but this is battle rap. So
Hey, before y'all
like what
say
Stick
something
is
else,
saying.
hey, Ike P from 15 Minutes of Fame on next week. We're gonna have Ike P from 15 Minutes of Fame on next week.
Facts,
Floor to
facts. I know
floor.
what it is. So with that being said, what is the criteria of winning a battle? Like if I'm a new battle rapper and I'm just like, all right, or not even new battle, if I'm a judge, what am I? You feel me? What's the criteria on saying, all right, I don't give a damn if it's in the building or if it's on film. We got to pick a direct winner.
That's why I like 3 round battles, man, because you now it's like it's clear, or it's like pretty clear of which way we're going with this, or if this just a classic. You feel what I'm saying? Because 1 round battles, man, is like okay, like yeah, you had some good funny shit, but it's like okay, what else you can do? Or yeah, you had some good punches and shit, but what else you can do? But you know, it's all like you said. When is the preference gonna be taken out, and when is everything else gonna be a factor to win or loss, no matter what?
All right, Rudy.
Man, I ain't got no comment, man. I want to hear what comment thought about the Rolo and Lil Rudy battle, man.
Let's get to it.
Comment,
Let's get to it. Go
comment.
ahead, come
Yeah,
on, say
let's
what.
get to
Compton
that.
1975
I think it's a
face
good
ass.
answer here that we can all like agree to though. Charlie Clip said that the way to win battles is to verbally attack your opponent. Verbally attack your opponent, right? So I feel like, if we ever get to a place where, all the battles get judged, I do think that if all battles get judged, it does take the fun out of being a fan. Because I think that's the best part for fans to debate. You know what I'm saying? Go back and forth with other people who, don't look at it the same as them. But if we're looking at aspects to how you could get a W, um, you know, clean material, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, go out there, 3 good rounds. Um, I think that penmanship weighs heavily in wins. Not saying that you had to be Daylight or Lux to, beat Daylight or Lux, but I do think that you have to show a level of like, uh, like what's the good word? Like a good level of literacy competence. You know what I'm saying? Literature competence. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just go up there saying anything. And I also believe that in 3 round judge battle, that crowd interaction should be something that is taken part, in judging. Like, how could you be the person that won this battle if everybody watching the battle wasn't entertained? You know what I'm saying? So those are 3 main criteria that I feel like somebody out there, punching with that penmanship shown, you know, getting through it clean and the crowd interaction. I think those are things that win a battle. Like when I get off stage, I know I won off of those things. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I won if I got through it clean. The crowd fucked with me more, and my bars are crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like those 3 things. And like, I mean, I'm not saying that's the perfect grading scale because other factors do come into play because, when people do start stumbling and other things like that, you got to take in what was, but that's why people will go with, well, what was crazier? And that's where the penmanship comes in. You can fall back on those 2 things. So the other 2 things, if one of those things lack. But to get to the Rolo and Rudy battle, this is, this, I ain't gonna lie. It was a shock. Cause the the first thing that when I first found out Rolo lost, right? The first thing that I had seen was a picture of Rolo with his head in his face, right? And I'm looking at it, I'm like, I can't tell if Rolo rapped first or second by this picture. You know what I'm saying? So but you can tell that he was disappointed by the picture. So it's like, why are you disappointed? You know what I'm saying? And then like I guess Rudy, you went first. You didn't go first. Okay. See, so that makes it even worse. That makes it even worse. My man was disappointed because he knew he lost before the round was over. Like that's one of those. That's one of those. Like you ever had your mom or your old boy come to school and beat your ass before you went back to class? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what that kind of looked like. You know, in a sense. And then right, like because I told y'all that was the first picture. Then because I couldn't believe it because that was Conflict's profile picture. I had to go to BBA page. All I seen was all these pictures of Rudy just like He-Man in front of the camera and stuff. And I'm like, what? What is this? So, you know, I start making calls, you know what I'm saying? I call Mike. Mike ain't answered. So I already knew what time it was, you know what I'm saying? Because I know that
Oh shit.
mentions that battle, you feel me? So like you feel me? Like, you know, and they said that they was gonna be watching the Graham card while they was doing the battle up there. So, you know, while the Graham card going, that's when I'm trying to make calls. Like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get my like, yo, what happened? But I'm getting sent the voicemail. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting the
Oh.
7 rings, and I'm like, what? No way. And then like, then I made a post because I seen little Rudy in the little Cobra Kai fit, which is another thing that's so disappointing to me because like, yo, I could show you. Like, I got these.
Comment. I'm
Yo,
gonna make you a little more disappointed.
okay.
That nigga did the crane, bro.
Oh my God.
That nigga did the crane up there on your ass, nigga.
Look, man, I
That
got us.
nigga,
I
hey,
got
that nigga did this.
look. Look. For the Av battle, right? Because you know, because of low key, because of Fredo, right? During the Av battle, I had went and got me and Rolo some you know karate gis. You feel me? All white black belts. You know what I'm saying? And Rolo was the one that told me, nah, bro, let's not wear that. And it's like, all right, cool. And it's okay because we ain't do our best during the Av battle. So it would have been kind of counterproductive to do that. You know what I'm saying?
It might have been a inspiration for y'all. You know what
It
I'm
could,
saying? Might have changed
it
the
didn't.
energy and shit.
I don't know what happened, but
Cause
we never wore it, right?
Rudy was in another body, nigga.
I know, like, yo, when I tried mine on to see, I felt like kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like, you know, I was about to kick somebody's ass in this, you know what I'm saying? Like, it felt like, especially on stage, like, yo, when I had first bought it, all my cousins was like, yo, I never seen nobody do this, you know, and it's facts. Like, I don't think I've ever seen nobody.
Yeah, hold on. Shastaffa definitely done wore karate gis and shit.
Okay, I never seen it though, you know what I'm saying? But that's okay. Shastaffa did it. That's what's up. That's
Yeah,
what's
the
up.
nigga from
You know,
Chicago, the homie, man. Shout out to Guerrilla
Shastaffa
Warfare.
Really liked that too. He kicked Fredo ass, but
This nigga here,
well,
man.
he
Still.
did, he did.
Yeah. Next caller, nigga. Shut your
But
ass up. Hey.
when I seen it, right, that I knew. Like and then I had got tagged on Twitter too, like, oh yeah, comment. Somebody just put you in the round. I was like, who put me in the round? Oh, Lil Rudy versus Rolo. That's how I knew the battle was going on. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I go to Facebook looking for, you know what I'm saying? Look, but I guess the battle was over by that time. You know what I'm saying? So because that's
So
all the
y'all ain't
pictures got.
sport. So y'all ain't sport. You and Rolo
I
ain't.
had I don't know what the material was. Um, like I didn't like the last Ghost battle Keith's battle, Fredo battle. I didn't spar with Rolo, you know what I'm saying? BA battle, Rudy battle, Rolo ain't spar with me, you know what I'm saying? We
You
was
know
just
how I always tell you I'm gonna kick you in the nuts if you don't do your thing.
yo,
You know what his kicking in the nuts was?
what?
Not even the crane, my nigga. Not even the gi. Midget Mac was on the stage when he lost, bro.
Oh
The real Midget Mac was there
no,
with
I heard Midget Mac was there too.
Hold on, wait,
but he was on stage with Rudy, nigga.
time out. Wait a minute, bro.
Midget Mac, yeah.
The real Midget Mac, nigga. Stop
Yo,
playing.
go
Boy,
time, man.
boy,
This is one of those. This
boy,
is one of like you know what we like to do at the dojo. We like to
what?
bring heads back and put it over the fireplace. You know what I'm saying? This is one of those rare moments where you got to go back to one of those wins and you got to take it off. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, well, you got to go earn another one. You know what I'm saying? Because just like you let somebody do the dojo on you, and you know what else makes it really bad?
Bro.
Rolo is a sensei in the dojo. He's one of the masters. So it's like,
Well, that's why the dojo closed.
Let me ask you: Is he closer to the Gotti Rolo to you, or what we saw with Lil Rudy at this
what,
point? Because
this is the
I
thing about
got
the
a
Gotti
question,
Rolo.
bruh.
This is the thing
Status
about the
in
Gotti Rolo that I think that I feel gets overlooked, but I do love. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was a vintage Rolo. Crazy energy, crazy bars, freestyle to 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 to
I was
diminish
mad
my
about that
opponent.
too, bro, because he ain't like fall on his freestyle or nothing, bro. Like I don't
Hey, good night,
understand.
y'all. Y'all be safe. I'll talk to y'all later.
Hey, G
I
say,
move.
Much
sis,
love. Yes, sir.
Yo. But yeah, man, like that's vintage Roller right there. Crazy material, crazy energy. He stumbled up at the tail end of his second. I feel like Rolo has to work on enunciation. Yeah, enunciation. I feel like he has to work on that in a sense because that's where he kind of starts stumbling up because it's like he want to make sure he say the word right, but it's like because he be trying to say the word right that he stumbles on his own words.
yeah.
But I felt like that Gotti performance was actually a really good performance by Rolo.
Hey,
But I
everybody
mean,
in the super chat, man. If y'all want to get on stage, man, the
if
link is in the chat.
if
Welcome
this
to
footage,
Florida
because I
Flow.
gotta see this footage. If this footage comes out and like Rudy, just did you get at least 2 minutes of material clean?
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, Rudy, no.
This what I'm gonna say, bro. What when nephew was about to bet the $1,000 and they was having this whole debacle over the Rolo wanting to bet nephew $1,000. It was
Then
up
it
to
was changed to
3,000, then
400.
it was 1,000, then it was 2,000, whatever the bet was, right?
Uh-huh.
The reason nephew is my arch nemesis in Duval, bro.
Yeah.
But we on the same team when it comes to this battle rap shit. You feel me? But he's still my arch nemesis. I'm gonna have to battle him one day. But he was willing to bet $1,000 on me. And then he said why in spaces. And before I was in the listeners when he said it. And I was like, damn, this nigga know me like for real. The nigga said, bro, I'm gonna bet this money because y'all don't know Rudy work ethic. Bro, I was ready for this battle 2 months ago.
That's a problem that I'm not gonna just say Rolo. A lot of battle rappers have. You know how many people I be sparring with and they be like, yeah, man, my battle in a couple of days, I still gotta get my third round. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm one of those people too. Like it's crazy. A lot of people it's like I stopped I stopped saying this publicly, stopped saying these type of statements publicly because I realized people don't care. But my Fredo material was written in 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Because life really do be getting at a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I knew about the battle, but I had Ghost, then I had Keith. You know what I'm saying? And then 2 weeks later, it's Fredo. But, working, you know, throughout the days, it's like you don't really get to get all your ideas, into each other. Like Saturday was an off day, Friday was an off day, Thursday I worked in the morning. So when I got off, I started writing, you know what I'm saying? But people don't really be knowing that type of stuff, you feel me? But being able to have your material ready, that's why I always believe in Logi. Logi always have her material ready. Like she get locked in with a battle, like that week, the next week, she done with material. You know what I'm saying? It's prep from that point on. So Rudy, for you to be ready, 2 months in advance, for real, like that's commendable. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they don't even take that. Like a lot of people just be I realized a while ago you don't get extra points for that, but a lot of people still be trying to get them extra points. Like, oh yeah, and I just wrote this. Like, man, that don't really matter to the
Nah.
people, man.
The
Because you
only
go up
extra
there and
points
show.
I want coming, only extra points I want is after I wrote and remembered the Rolo material, I had to write the 400 material. I wrote and
Hey,
remembered
I
that
don't mean to
in
interrupt
probably a
y'all,
4 week span, bro.
but you already did just kicked in the door, man. The co-host,
Ooh,
the star, you know what I'm saying, the Fedora, you know what I'm saying, Fedora King, however
Made
you want it.
Fedora's
He
cool.
kicking the dough in right
Go
now.
crazy. Hey, I gotta be right back. YS go crazy.
but yeah, Rudy,
Hold
that
on.
that and I don't think you heard. I don't think you was in the spaces when I was saying this, because Broward Battle League, my home league, you know what I'm saying? I definitely be trying to watch everybody's elevation. I definitely keep a close eye on everybody. I do believe King Kia is going to be one of our greatest to ever do it. Like King Kia would be one of the greatest to ever do it from Broward Battle League, you know. But when I was watching your battle with 400, you know, because I'm really watching to see if, you know, wins and losses, you know what I'm saying, and why. Wins and losses and why. That's what I look at battles for when it comes to them. And you know, it's a lot of like, what you said, because I'm a mental patience, and watching your battles took too much mental patience. Like those type of lines right there, I felt, you feel me? I don't think I heard those type of lines when I heard the Nucci material. You know what I'm saying? Or this blew into God body. I caught the Holy Ghost. That was dope. You know, those type of things. You feel me? Like I actually like those lines from you. I thought that type of bag was actually pretty good, especially like once you know, like going past just name flips, like once you try to make sense out of the bar without using a name, like you can say
I
that.
turned this shit into a fedora. Can you finish the line for me, please? I turned this shit from to a fedora. What? Hit your mic. Hit your mic.
Your mic muted.
I turned it from the Florida movement to the fedora movement, man. Y'all see what's going on, man. Y'all see what's going on, man.
But nah,
come on.
Fellas,
I do want to hear the
You already
material
did. Just
for
did
Rolo, because I do think that you elevated in that 400 battle. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that. You didn't get a chance to see it?
I didn't get to see the Rolo versus Rudy, but you know, BBA be dropping their battles pretty quick.
Nah, but listen, Common, you ain't hearing the point though. It's what YS said. You said this when we sparred, YS.
Hold on.
I
First of
wrote
all,
the
gonna do it
400
like this.
material
We're gonna do
after
it
that.
like this. Hold on. We're gonna do it like this because YS just kicked in the door, so we gonna give him the flow. Oh,
That boy,
this shit
I
going
don't know
on.
what happened to him.
Yeah, when he come back on, let's just make sure that he get it, you know, because he having trouble getting his shit off. So
yeah, but I'm saying what he's saying, Shake, is like I elevated for the
before.
Rolo battle, but I wrote the 400 stuff after, so it looked like I elevated. But really, what it showed me is if I don't have proper time to prep correctly, then I'm not gonna be able to do what I did at that level. What I did, you feel me? That's all it said. I can't do it in 4 weeks, or I'm gonna have a 400 type of battle. But you know what I'm saying? Some flashes here or there. But if I actually am wanting to fight somebody and win, and I have enough time that I could do something amazing.
You know, this is something that I find interesting, right?
Hold
about
on.
this.
Ed just kicked the door back in, big bro.
Yeah, my bad, man. My bad.
Rolo and
What's good, bro?
Rudy. Rolo and Lil Rudy. We on that right now, but we gonna
Can you
go to,
do you know any? Do you remember any of the lines? YS from Rolo? From Rolo, did he have some? You know, from Rolo, did he have something? Did he have something?
He had the red section versus 7 block.
Did he have
this
a Rolo?
Gonna have
okay.
That was a Rolo hand. The red section versus 7 block. I'm gonna hold a sawed off adjacent. That was fire.
Had nothing to do with Rudy.
Damn, he had one. He had a Rip Lee's Believe It or Not bar that was fire.
Yeah, that was fire.
Yeah, and the stomach, the caterpillar, the stomach will have butterflies or something. The caterpillar's top, something gonna leave butterflies in his stomach.
Okay.
He had. Listen, as far as the creativity,
how much material do you feel Rolo got out?
Rolo, like, all right, so we're gonna be honest, man. Rolo got off about 230. If we're being honest, he got off about 230, but because of the stumbles, the chokes, you know what I'm saying, just the breaks in between the round, it just made it look real bad, like it wasn't a lot of material.
Yeah, it wasn't clean.
Don't
clean. It was stumbling everywhere.
And the crowd
don't help.
Nigga,
You
know what I'm saying? Especially
the
ones that's
they
with
let
you.
Know you fucking up, man.
Yeah, the ones that's with you,
So,
they definitely do you bad because they want you to get it done so bad that they like, damn, my nigga, go on, get it. Come on, man.
Yeah, nah, it got dark enough for that boy though. It got dark enough for that boy.
Hey, S, did you see Midget Mac?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I did.
Hey.
Everybody thought that. Well, a lot of people thought that was Lil Rudy going to the stage, like
Oh
he changed or some shit.
shit.
But nah, because I went back and looked at the comments and it was a lot of like jokes and shit. But nah, yeah, I seen it,
And when he came back with the gi on, bro, what was your
bro. I said it's over. As soon as
oh,
I seen that shit, I said it's over. I said it's over. Like, ain't no way that man put that outfit on expecting to lose. Ain't no way. You don't do that. You don't put that outfit on and then lose, bro.
I couldn't see him rapping from the back. I thought he had a damn basketball jersey on or something because I could just see the
Man, the
back.
man had on a full Cobra Kai outfit. That shit was fire. And if you watch Cobra Kai on Netflix, you know that boy had the authentic.
Say that was the authentic. Yeah, I heard the black belt and the headband.
Bro,
with the patches on the leg and the symbol on the back.
That boy had the authentic, boy.
Yeah, that's what made me mad. I ain't gonna lie.
That boy when it got that shit from Creasy, Sensei Creasy himself, man.
What you? I mean, again, we back here at this point with bro. I asked earlier, who is Rolo closer to the Gotti Rolo or what we saw the other night to you?
What you mean? Is he closer to the Gotti Rolo?
Is that who Rolo is, or is the night with Lil Rudy? Is what do you think?
I think both. One second.
So I know you got daddy duty right now, so you already dead is in the building though.
No, hey.
Dory.
I think we saw who Rolo is in both of those battles, right? When it comes time to take care of the toughest opponent, you only show up with 2 rounds. When it comes time to take care of an opponent who's trying to get his footing back into the culture, you write your round 3 days before the event and you stumbling through it. You know what I'm saying? Like I think, you know, like, look, the man been going through the same shit that we've been knowing him for, and that's prep. So we can't act like, you know, this is a new thing or a surprising thing. It's just he either gonna have to get around some people that preparation is different, that show him a different way to prep, or he's gonna have to take it upon himself to figure out what it is that's hindering him. You know what I'm saying? The biggest thing is like you just not taking this shit serious, but you want to talk all the shit. You feel me? And then you got to live up to the shit talk.
That's why I say these things. I be hoping they humble niggas. You know what I'm saying? And not like the fucked up humble niggas. Like just, bruh, just go to work, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? For a while, and then let that shit do the talking for you. Cause there's a lot of people that know what you is, and you kind of just douse the opportunity.
Nah, so you know I asked the big boy questions, right? Now we saw Lil Rudy last week. You know what I'm saying, with the 400 battle. There's a lot of mixed emotions about that battle. Seeing what he did with Rolo, where does he now fall in the ranks of that top 50 or top 25? You know what I'm saying? Because according to the stats, he knocked off a big dog. Where does Lil Rudy now fall into the equation? You know what I'm saying?
I guess
in your opinion, Shake.
I think that's a fuck is you talking about question, ain't it? Because that's the list guy. But I'm with you. I'm that type of dude too. I mean, for me, when you do that, sometimes it's a gift and a curse. If the dude really get it, you won't expect him to get a big head if you put him in a position like that. If you switch his spot with Rolo, and you know what I'm saying, because he beat Rolo, you definitely gonna give him an ego boost, and how he take that, where he take that is gonna go a long way, because if he
Nah, let's be
get
more
Rolo
realistic,
spot
Shake.
and don't level up after that, you kind of jump the gun on him. You know what I'm saying? So
It
you would
it
have
ain't
to
a
make
spot for
sure
spot
you
thing,
keep,
Shake.
huh?
It ain't a spot for spot thing. It would be more like with football, you know, like maybe he would drop a couple notches and then I would probably get from wherever he was at halfway to the halfway point. So if he top 10, then that would make me top 30, you know what I'm saying? Automatic type shit. And still I got more fights to go to prove that I'm climbing up the ranks. But ain't no way we just switch spots just because I beat him, because he still earned his rank prior to me doing that. You feel me?
Say that. Say that.
I agree with that.
So S,
I agree with that.
when we gonna go, because for me, I don't want to dwell on the fact that it was a Duval crowd. So in certain instances,
I mean, listen. I mean, I don't know. You know, I missed a little bit of it, so I don't know how far y'all are into the conversation, right? But we can't use the Duval crowd shit.
okay.
And the reason we can't is because we saw people with stage presence, with crowd control that crowd. So I don't feel it like it's an excuse. It ain't an excuse, man. I think, you know, that crowd that night showed who has the showmanship and who doesn't. I'm not blaming the crowd for nothing that happened to no battle up there. You feel me?
I get it.
Because the talent, you don't rock a show when you go out there and you playing your song that everybody know, but you perform it terribly. It's not on the crowd.
And that go back to the age
So
old
we got
question.
that shit the same way.
It go back to the age old question: in the building and on film, which is more important, or is one more important than the other?
I think film. I mean, I think film is more important because you could never get that building feeling back. Like once it happened, it happened. It's not like a nigga finna go rap that shit again, and you wouldn't want to see them rap the same shit again. So, the film is more important, but I think the film shows what happened in the building. You feel me? Because you'll have a lot of battles where you're watching something and it's like, well, why they going crazy? And then all you got to do is watch. Look at the demeanor of the battler. Listen to the bars. Listen to the vocal projection, the excitement that they giving off, and you can see that the crowd is not involved because the battlers don't even look involved like that. They look like they just getting their material off.
So how long did it take for you to kind of get used to when
my second battle? My second battle. That was the last time I ever let that happen to me. The first time I had the crowd control. My second battle was against Lash, and he kind of baited me into battling the way he wanted me to battle by telling me, come here, come talk to me. And he kind of just stood in one spot and was like listening. So I just stood right there and rapped in this nigga ear the whole time. And, you know, the material was crazy, but I didn't give off the performance that was needed to make the round really what I wrote it up to be. You know what I'm saying? And that's a big deal. Like, you know, when we writing this material, you vision in your mind how you doing this shit on stage. But if you don't do that shit on stage, then, you know,
you know y'all
you deal with the crowd talking and shit like that.
You know y'all got a real fedora movement now and shit. You knew
Now
them
listen,
niggas was coming with fedoras, bro.
This my everyday fedora right here. You feel me? This is my everyday vibe. Feel me? This is my you know, this is my my beach poppy. You know what I'm saying? When you got the straw hat vibe, you feel me? But for the battles, man, I think I don't know, man. Like when you bring your real personality into battle rap, people tend to mess with that a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Like I was, you know, I had the hoodies at one point and I was being wild with the hoodies, but the fedora, when you a bald guy, you take a leap of faith and say, hey man, I'm just gonna zero it out. This is me now, you know what I'm saying? And I did some real research on like bald men styles and shit like that, and just say, you know what? They say the fedora hats is where it's at. You get you some nice shades to go with it. Let me see what's up with that. And I just embraced that shit all the way around. And now it's the fedora movement. You feel me?
And you made it cool. Now it wasn't a lot of niggas that could have pulled that off. Now I ain't gonna lie,
man.
Ain't not a lot of these young niggas that could have pulled that off like that. So
I'll put on one of my fedora from a dog.
Now,
Man.
you gotta take some risks, man. I went over the
put on one from a dog.
I went over the wall. I went over the wall and took all them bullets for the people, man. You know what I'm saying? For fedoras to be embraced. You feel me?
You damn right. You damn right. So how you feel about you and Ghost?
Man, that battle was crazy, man. That battle was everything I expected and a little more. You know what I'm saying? Because one, winning over the crowd. Like I'm watching the battles. Like I didn't go on that stage to stand behind nobody, because I'm like, I need to see how this shit look. You feel me? What work, what don't work. I was the first one at the event. Outside of the people at the door, the security and owner, I was the first one at the event. So I went on stage, kind of envisioned the way I wanted to perform. But then once the people got in there, I'm like, all right, let me see what's gonna work. So when I'm watching Galaxy, I'm like, all right, Galaxy got the charisma to captivate these people. You won't need that. Then I see a bunch of battles that's like missing something. Like the people just ain't gravitating to that shit. Then Lil Rudy get on stage and he get the people involved because one, he embraced being at the crib and use that as a superpower. And then his performance was crazy. So I just took a moment to like really take all that information in and say, all right, what can you do to grab these people's attention immediately? And when I realized everybody was on stage with the fedoras on, I'm like, I gotta say something about this before I start my round. That's gonna bring everybody into my world. I do the rebuttal, well, like the pre-buttal freestyle, go into my round, and it was rocking.
What you thought when he started rapping?
When he was rapping, I was like, well, his first round, I really didn't expect him to try to rebuttal the way he did. Like I thought he was going to try to rebuttal some of the shit that was in my round, but when he just did the picking shit around the room, I was like, bro, you taking a risk. And he didn't get the reward he was looking for. Like people kind of saw he was freestyling, but they didn't really gravitate to the freestyle bars like that.
What color that is,
now, when he got into
you see,
say it again.
You see the Jamaicans wear fedoras and shit too.
Say that one more time. You was breaking up a little bit.
No, I say you don't see J. King. He had to go put the fedora on.
Oh, you talking about when he left out the building?
No, he got the fedora on.
Talking about right there, your boy J. King on the show right now, man.
I couldn't see his screen was black. His screen was blank. I couldn't see it.
He said he couldn't see your screen, but
no, I definitely see it. But AYS, man, listen. The craziest part about the battle with me was when people were saying that you lost the second. And it took me a minute before I heard somebody else say, but to me, you cleared the second. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm just seeing people got different preferences, and one of the main factors is information. Like some people didn't have all the information going into the battle, some people did, and that do you feel that you had some bars in there that weren't universal that might have made it closer than what it should have been, or am I missing it on that? What made it so close?
On the second round?
On the battle as a whole, basically what I'm saying is
I thought you cleared the second round. A lot of other people were saying Ghost cleared the second round, but you cleared the first round. And to me, you lost the first round. So it was like a clear difference in opinion on what people was looking for. And it was crazy that the people that said you lost the second, all of them say you won the first. Damn near yourself.
I can tell you what that is, right? I can tell you what that is. So in my first round approach was defuse the energy. So if you notice in my first round, I mentioned a lot about how shocking it is to beat him. I mentioned how you really fire in the building, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to do a lot of yelling and screaming, but the bars ain't really there. Like I did a lot of that, like to put that in people's mind, especially with me going first. And that was kind of the luck of the draw, because I would have had to, had I went second, I would have had to undo that feeling that they already had. So I was kind of glad that I went first. So in a lot of people's mind, my first round hit because they then saw what I said, where he came out with the freestyles. The freestyles didn't really hit. When the freestyles didn't hit, it's like, all right, let me turn up my energy and get real crazy. Even if the bar's not hitting like that, my energy should carry me over into making it look like the bars is really hitting. Now, don't get me wrong, he had some shit in that first round, but I'm just talking about, I'm just, you know, kind of giving some, I guess, the other side of, you know, people's psyche. You feel me? So a lot of people probably took from that like, all right, YS just said he was going to go crazy, bounce around, be real, you know, with all the theatrics, but he may not be saying much. And to see him freestyle in the beginning like that, it kind of helped my round now. You know what I'm saying? Because now you playing catch up after I already told these people, this is what you do. Now, the second round, I honestly feel like the second round was kind of like even. Like you could pick anybody in that round. I think the people that got me,
no matter what my
people that got
opinion
me
was,
clear in the second round, I could be honest. The people that got me clear in the second round really just been, they got something they've been waiting to see from me. And that's me really show niggas I could do the back-to-back punch and shit. So those who've been waiting to see that aspect of YS, they got that and they latched on to that shit. Like, nah, I got YS, man. I've never seen this nigga go crazy like that. And then the third, I ain't gonna lie, man. The third is such a tricky like thing, right? Because in my opinion, he didn't say much more than Mike. And that's in my opinion. Are you the police? Snitch? I understand that those are two things that when you say this on somebody's name, everybody around you gonna immediately gravitate to it. What you mean he a snitch? Oh, hell no. Nah. Forget that, nigga. You won. But you go back and listen to it, and then you play Mike's second round. It's a lot of the same approach. And that is something I pride myself on not doing. Like, I never want to use the same approach, because then that takes away from the style of angler. You know what I'm saying? But I get it, though. You know, in that room full of people who don't know me, you throw that word snitch out there and you take that approach, you're going to win the room every time. So I wasn't mad at the approach. I just felt like, you know, brother to brother, because I know him, I understand how creative he can be. I felt like he took his foot off the gas as far as creativity when it came to just taking that same approach that Mike already took.
See, all these different ways that you coming with that are ways that I wasn't thinking. But like I said, no matter what I thought, if anybody argued your way, I couldn't argue with them. You know what I'm saying? Because the battle was what I thought it would be. Like, I thought it would be a great fucking back and forth, because I don't think nobody rap against rap like him. And I'm talking about just for him to have the up north feel and appeal to a Florida crowd like that. it says something about him. So for you to kind of know exactly what to hit to keep him off of what everybody says he was on, yeah. Again, I ain't got no issues with either way.
And listen, man, and Rudy is a clear example of if you do your homework, you know what to do on that stage. A clear example of if you do your homework, you know what to execute. I'm pretty sure he watched Rolo battles and realized Rolo is not that great a performer. So if I go up there and I'm in my performance bag, I got him. Then he got a very unique style. He's not coming in this bitch rapping like a purist battle rapper from today. You know what I'm saying? Because these today battle rappers sound like every other battle rapper.
Yeah,
that boy's a Jacksonville battle rapper or a North Florida battle rapper. You get what I'm saying? So having a unique style, having a unique cadence, a unique voice, you know what I'm saying? And then blending all that shit together. Like, all right, I got to test it out the week before just to see what the people messing with. But I wrote that after I wrote this. Okay, my stage presence was a little off. It was a away game, but you know what? I'm gonna be at the crib. I'm gonna be comfortable. I'm gonna be in front of my niggas. This is where I could open up and unlock Lil Rudy. You know what I'm saying? So with battling Ghost, it was like, all right, you know who you are. You know what they want to see, but you gotta show them something they haven't seen from YS. And that's where the second round came from. It's like, all right, I'm gonna go ape shit crazy on the punches. And I just want to see how they fuck with it. And I ain't gonna, like, watching it back, it looked like I felt like I was floating doing it, but then watching it back, I kind of like saw me floating, bro, because I don't even remember doing some of them body movements that I was doing. Because I would say this, the one thing I lacked in my preparation was my body movement rehearsal. I didn't do that this time. But that shit just looks so fluid on stage. Like, I don't know, man. That shit was different, man. That shit was
Let me
different.
speak on that real quick.
Hey, hold on, Rudy. Last thing I want to say about Rudy, though. Smartest thing Rudy did. I don't want to disrespect the artist because I don't know the artist's name, the person's song that you went through the verse and got the crowd. Like, bro, that was the smartest thing you could have did because everybody in that bitch knew the fucking words, word for word, nigga, and that was it. It was up.
Yeah, I definitely. I had did a spaces. Well, we was in spaces where I was sparring, and I let them hear, and they was like, "Your intro is kind of slow," and I thought they was talking about the Pinocchio bars when I first started saying when I said the Pinocchio scheme in the beginning. It was like your intro slow, and I was listening, taking it in, trying to get a critique, accept the critique, and then as they kept talking, I realized they was talking about that part. I said, "That's what y'all talking about?" They was like, "Yeah." After that, you was good. I said, "Oh, he dead." Right? You remember that shit, bro? I say, "Oh, he dead," because I knew they didn't know. They didn't know that. Okay, the artist is Pitt. He one of the biggest artists ever to come out of Jacksonville, right? I was slick managing him for years. You know what I'm saying? So everybody know this. All the promotions y'all see me doing, I was doing it for him in Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying? And he died. I was doing the same type of promotion for Midget Matt too. That's why he came out to support. But Pitt died in a car accident. Rest in peace to Don. But that song is probably the hardest song that ever come out of Jacksonville from the street side. You see what I'm saying? So everybody that was in there from the streets, and they hear me say them first 4 lines, that they couldn't do nothing but rap it. Because he's gone and out of respect, but it's still, even if he was alive, I would have got that same response. You see what I'm saying? That's how hard the song is. So yeah, that was a tribute to my dog, man. Shout out to Pitt, rest in peace, my dog, man. And nobody, it was for the house. But just what I will say, that karate outfit, that was for y'all. Shake, how you missed it? That was for
I was in
you,
the back.
bro.
Nah, I was
That
on
was
stage in
definitely
the
for
back,
us, for those who be
but
on
I
the
That was for
couldn't
space.
you,
see.
bro.
I
Cause
couldn't
only
see you,
y'all knew
bro.
about the
'Cause
dojo.
if you see the pictures, when I put the pictures up, you'll see like your back turned to me. But again, I thought you had a fucking jersey on, dog. And then when we walking on stage and everybody was like, man, that nigga had on a karate gi. I was like, hell no. But I heard you going crazy, nigga. I'm in that bitch like, and I'm looking at Rolo the whole time. So it was kind of like, and again, I live for these moments. I be wanting the little guy to level up, bro, and beat, you know what I'm saying, the big guys. Like I be wanting that for the culture. Like we need the stronger the niggas that y'all are, the stronger this shit is, bro. Like we need all kinds of quality motherfuckers running around. So when this type of shit happen and your material is actually what carried you through, you can't do nothing but salute that because it was perfect for the situation, the moment, the crowd, all that shit. So, and
Now
for
let
him
me
not
ask you
to,
what y'all break down on the YS and Ghost battle, because you know it'd be one thing as the battler taking all of the information, you know, taking the moment in and kind of enjoying it and then embracing it, but to see it from the eyes of the, you know, the fans or viewers or critics, you know what I'm saying? What was y'all take on
a lot of people changed my mind over the past couple of days.
this?
Cause as Bird was standing back there when y'all left. I mean, when y'all got done, I was like, somebody got 30. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
So because for me with Ghost, every round I just thought he had a little more. But like I said, I always told everybody like it could have been the other way because
right,
from what S was on, like you said, with your second round with the punches and everything, I don't remember the second round like that. You know what I'm saying? So for everybody to kind of like beat the second round into my head and I'm actually remembering everybody kind of reacting and you going through your shit, I'm like, yeah, you gotta see it. You know what I'm saying? Cause I literally from that night, cause I heard niggas, Florida niggas fucking with a Philly nigga more than a Florida nigga at some point. So that's kind
right,
of why I was
right,
like, okay, that nigga really rapping. Cause some of them niggas was feeling what he was saying. And I ain't expecting
right,
them to feel it. So
right.
again, once it was over, that was my thing. But I was looking forward to people changing my mind for reasons other than like the obvious shit. Oh, I fuck with X. No, bro. Like I wanted it and I expected it to be what it was, bro. So the fact that we are still talking about it, fuck yeah. So it never mattered to me who won, but shit, at this point, nigga, I got to see it again because I thought he won, but I definitely got to see everything again because I was there. I made sure that I heard everything up all the way until when somebody said, I keep saying it, nigga. He had done somebody introduced you, and then this ghost pussy talking about don't forget the what, some shit like that, nigga. I was dying laughing in
Yeah,
that
yeah,
bitch.
yeah. That was after I said my intro, and then he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. That boy, he funny, man. Look, he embraced all that shit, man. That shit was fire.
But that was the classic battle. That's what I want for Florida battle rap. Period. I don't give a fuck about none of that other shit. When niggas come to see battles and see what the fuck Florida got going on, you put that one on. You know what I'm saying? Again, you put what fucking Rudy did to bruh on.
Nah, don't put that on there, bro. Don't put that on there, bro.
Yeah, you gotta put it because bruh ain't that karate gi probably ain't gonna work no more like that.
No. But let me say what I felt about the YS battle real quick, man. I know we had 2 hours now, but what once YS the second round for me and how I picked was because okay, YS goes first, boom. He comes off kind of slow. He's starting slow. He's saying some shit, but he's starting slow. He's setting it up for what he did in the second round, but we don't know that at the time. Okay, first round happens, boom. Then Ghost goes his first round. He does what he did. You know what I'm saying? So Ghost, to me, he beat YS first round. But then YS comes and his second round beats Ghost first round. So now he's up, and there's nothing Ghost can do to beat YS second round, in my opinion. So now it's 1-1 going into the third. So that's how I saw it. And then the third is dependent upon, did you respect him for coming with the angle, the message situations, basically call it YS messy, or did you not respect that and you just gave it to the bars? You know what I'm saying? So it definitely was a preference in that aspect, but the energy just changed. It was going back and forth like tennis, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this shit was definitely like watching a pendulum swing back and forth, man. And that's the one thing I appreciate about the battle, because as the battlers, like, you could feel it. Like, when you watch that battle back, you could see on our faces, like, oh, this nigga winning now. Oh, this nigga winning now. Oh, this nigga winning. Like, you could see that shit. And it was so crazy to just be involved in a part of that shit the way it was, man. I haven't had I mean, me and Mike was kind of like that, but because it wasn't a crowd to kind of gauge the feeling, you didn't really know, you know what I'm saying, until like after we was done, and then it was like, all right, how y'all called it. But with the crowd reaction, all of the stops in between certain bars, you kind of had to gauge that, all right, I'm winning this shit right now. But you got a chance to take that energy back, and that's what was happening the whole battle.
Yeah, it was definitely a great battle, bro. Everybody gonna be talking about this battle for a long time.
Norbes just hit me up. He said he apologized for cutting it short. He said he'll slide through next week if he wants.
All right. But yeah, man, Jacksonville. I think Saturday night kind of showed people, like, again, man, you gotta have the showmanship in this shit. Like, it's a lot of us that get a certain level of love and respect and all of that shit, but if you ain't got the showmanship to go along with that, where you can put it in a suitcase and travel, it's gonna show. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to get that love at the crib. They love you there already, but when you gotta, that shit almost like, hollering at a new girl, like, you gotta show her why you that nigga. And some people drop the ball on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this to big myself up or nothing like that, because I've had my moments of dropping the ball. You know what I'm saying? But every time I go into a battle, I go back and I watch two battles, because these are the only two battles I feel like I lost. The Losh battle because of the performance, and the Adolf battle because of how slow I was going into my material, as far as like, the punches and shit like that. Like, I wasted a lot of material on building up to a moment. So now, outside of the angles and trying to set this story, I know how to do the quick punches shit. I know how to, take a break and kind of give you a nice build up on a fire punch. Like, at that time, I didn't know how to do that. So getting in the paint with somebody like Adolf, and this nigga is just back to back to back to back to back with them shits. You feel that when you in that room, you know what I'm saying? So now I've just picked up different attributes along the way, and I think I know how to use all of them now, to where I could possibly be the most dangerous battle rapper in Florida. I'm not gonna say I am, but I could be, because the one thing that I stand alone on is actually embracing the angular role. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody else wants to do that. They'll use an angle, but they don't want to be labeled an angler. Everybody wants to be the shiny new toy, which is the puncher.
No, I ain't using no angle because it's too much of a risk. It's too
king.
It's too much high risk reward if you successful, but you lose if it don't land. Period.
Right.
I ain't taking that risk, bro.
Right.
Hey, everybody in here, man, y'all make sure y'all tune in next week, man. We got the nigga Ike P on there from 15 Minutes of Fame. We gonna interview him next week. You know what I'm saying? Again, appreciate everybody for checking in. The Florida Flow. We got my boy S kicked in the door, the Fedora dude, you know what I'm saying? The Fedora Poppy, as Tasha called him, you know what I'm saying? From the BK shit, Lone Wolf series, all of that just came off a classic with Ghost. And he just happened to be the co-host here on Florida Flow, man. We're gonna be doing this shit a lot. My nigga Lil Rudy just came off of, you know, let's just call it what it is. Classic performance body over Road.
Classic.
And he been a gracious co-host. He always come when I call, man. I appreciate Rudy, and he got a real passion for this shit. And I think bruh starting this shit. Shout out to my nigga GOTYME TV. Again, another breath of fresh air around here in this Florida battle rap culture, bro. So this Florida Flow, man. Y'all tap in next week, bro. Let everybody know where they can find y'all. Salute to my brother J King too, cause he riding right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He gonna make sure that all these bills get paid. You feel me?
I'm at the
So
crib right now. I just came back.
y'all let everybody know where they can find y'all at, big bro. And
Hey
what's
man,
coming up.
ATPYS on Twitter. ATPYS on Twitter, man. Y'all be sure to follow. Tap in on them spaces, man, and really get familiar with some of these names, some of these voices, some of these battles that's going on in the Florida movement, man.
Rudy, talk to him.
Hey man, at Lil Rudy Promo, man. I'm on Twitter, Mobile Trapper TV on YouTube, man. But hit me up on Twitter, man. The whole battle rap culture is definitely active on Twitter. So at Lil Rudy Promo, man, get at me. We out here. We definitely got a passion for the journalism side too, man. So accept us, man, and share the live, share the link, share whatever we doing, man, because we're trying to push the culture forward, man. So shout out to you, Shay. Definitely appreciate you. GOTYME TV. You already there. You already know.
I'm gonna say it like this, man. We definitely trying to kick the door in every direction, from Clubhouse to Spaces to Facebook, all that shit, nigga, in the building. We got events coming up, y'all. Tap in, man. It's Florida Flow. See y'all
That's a
next
fact.
Wednesday, man.
You can
Appreciate
find me beating up the streets. Oh. All right, bro.
Fuck with me, love.
I love them.